It's your boy Uno Lavos 215 Deep Thoughts. You watching the Dirtbag Dan show. He's an asshole. Fuck him. I mean, in real life, he's a good dude though. But since it's battle rap, he's a dickhead. Words. It's your boy Uno Lavos 215 Deep Thoughts. You watching the Dirtbag Dan show. He's an asshole. Fuck him. I mean, in real life, he's a good dude though. But since it's battle rap, he's a dickhead. Words. It's your boy Uno Lavos 215 Deep Thoughts. You watching the Dirtbag Dan show. He's an asshole. Fuck him. I mean, in real life, he's a good dude though. But since it's battle rap, he's a dickhead. Words. It's your boy Uno Lavos 215 Deep Thoughts. You watching the Dirtbag Dan show. He's an asshole. Fuck him. I mean, in real life, he's a good dude though. But since it's battle rap, he's a dickhead. Words. It's your boy Uno Lavos 215 Deep Thoughts. You watching the Dirtbag Dan show. He's an asshole. Fuck him. I mean, in real life, he's a good dude though. But since it's battle rap, he's a dickhead. Words. It's your boy Uno Lavos 215 Deep Thoughts. You watching the Dirtbag Dan show. He's an asshole. Fuck him. I mean, in real life, he's a good dude.
There we go.
What's up? It's the motherfucking Dirtbag Dan show. March 18th, 2013.
Yeah.
Got a bong in the way. Classic. So we got a lot of things to discuss.
Give me one of those
tonight.
beers over there.
Shouts to Nameless Beer for not sponsoring us. But if you are interested in sponsoring the Dirtbag Dan show, definitely hit me up at dirtbagdanshow.com on Twitter or dirtbagdanshow@gmail.com. We're actually going to start the sponsorship program on the next special episode of the Dirtbag Dan show, which kind of brings me to our first topic of discussion, which is
Just jumping right into it. Let's do it.
Yeah, you're ready to rock.
Come on, man. Oh yeah, Caustic's here.
I mean,
Fucking,
yeah, you know
hi.
what I'm saying? Welcome to the Dirtbag, Skylar, and Caustic show.
Shit.
Wow.
Fucking what? Someone was calling him. What was somebody? Somebody said you're the.
The Skylar and Caustic show, bro.
Yeah, I know.
talking
I'm
about.
fucking serious. What am I even doing here? I was gonna say the show schedule for the Dirtbag Dan or the Caustic and Skylar show, as it's so affectionately called by the only other two people sitting at this table.
Many people.
Many people.
Many people.
So we won't be on next Monday. We will not be on the following Monday, but the following Wednesday, which is April 2nd, we're going to be in here. No, wait, I think it's April 3rd, actually. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so Monday, or Wednesday, I'm sorry, April 3rd, we will be on the Paid Drugs Tour. Myself, Cadillac Ron, Los Feo Faces, which consist of everybody knows from Honolulu, Hawaii, James Barry, a bunch of other goons from all around, but those are the only two that are going to be rolling with us. So we're going to have EK in here for sure, and Cadillac Ron is going to be on the Dirtbag Dan show for the first time, which you know is going to be amazing. And then we're going to go back to our regular Mondays, but in April, we're going to do a special Dirtbag Dan show that coincides with the King of the Dot Alcatraz event. And we're going to get all these fuckers in the studio. We're going to do a crazy cypher. We're going to actually dedicate the whole last 45 minutes of the show to doing cypher shit. Set up we're going to take a break, come back and have the mic set up, and we're going to have I know Shotty Horror's in town, who we're talking about one of his battles today. J-Pro will be here. Everybody who's pretty much on the Alcatraz card, except for 100 Bullets, is welcome to come. No.
Well done.
No way.
Well done.
Bullets could definitely come rap with us in cypher over beats. But the one time I heard the guy rapping over a beat, it was super uncomfortable.
Really? Where did you hear that?
There was a one YouTube video when I searched his name that was him doing a song, and guess what it was about?
What was it
Hip-hop.
about? Was it?
I think it was just one of those fucking
I love hip hop songs
about hip hop. That's the thing, you know what I mean? Just one of those real classic fucking.
I remember one
meaningful
joint he
hip-hop
had
songs.
that got a lot of feedback.
That's
on
probably
was,
the one, because there was only one.
It was called Hip Hop and Jesus.
No shit.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Like hip hop and Jesus, or
Like-
like hip hop and Jesus.
Like hip hopping Jesus.
I mean, I've only
curious.
heard about it. I don't know if there's
Woo!
an ampersand.
Okay, so
or-
we need to look up hip hop and Jesus real fast. Also,
What's wrong with hip hop and Jesus?
I'm just wondering if it was
together.
What if it was like hip hop in Jesus and he carried like cardboard and like a boombox? Just really stereotypical.
And
When
his,
I
like,
think of hip-hop
robes
and
are all,
Jesus,
like,
I think of that
graffitied
rapping
up.
for Jesus video where the dude's
Oh
like,
my god.
Oh,
yeah,
gee.
that's
Awesome.
what I.
Jesus is my N-bomb.
That's what I think about.
Dude, tell
And
me
then
that's
white
not the
lady-
greatest
And then the
video
white lady
ever.
comes in, and the first thing she says is the N-word. Like
Yeah.
she's just like one bar. It's just right off the bat. I'm like, all right, okay.
For those of you who haven't seen that, please type in. You know what I
Rapping-
mean by N-bomb
rapping
and
for
soft
Jesus.
N-bomb, not hard R's for you.
Yeah, no, they're trying to
There's a
use the A
difference.
affectionately.
I think they almost slipped some hard R's towards the end.
I think
in
they're
there.
just. So
I think it's an unintentional white person thing that unexperienced N-bomb droppers have, where they just,
Oh
it takes practice. It takes practice.
Oh, rapping for Jesus, everybody. So yeah, so the schedule as is. We're not going to be on the next 2 Mondays. We'll be back April 2nd. Then we're going to go back to our regular Mondays until and around that time, hopefully by April 2nd, we'll have a better idea of when we're going to do the Alcatraz episode. But it's the Dirtbag Dan show, bro. We get all fucking. Skylar's breaking up nugs on his computer, and
Why have you still not
we're
hit?
5 minutes late. Fucking getting started. It's
I
most of the time-
may just break into the studio and just have Caustic show to nobody by
Caustic
myself
show.
on Monday.
We're not even going to teach you how to set anything up.
No,
You're just gonna be in
I'm just
here
gonna
by
wing
yourself
it,
quietly.
and I might call people, and people probably won't answer, but I'm gonna get some shit done. Ultimately,
I think
and that's
a
all.
really good idea. Okay, so
This shit just got incredibly raw.
as I mentioned, the paid drugstore,
That was good.
the
Good timing,
paid
right?
drugs tour,
Hold on,
affectionately
Paid
named-
drugstore?
The paid drugstore.
Fuck yeah.
is
Longs.
I'm gonna pay for a lot of fucking Pepto-Bismol and fucking heartburn medication at the drugstore because we'll be on tour again. That means I'm gonna be eating a bunch of shitty ass food and sleeping in hotels, drinking bursts. So paid drugstore. You can learn more at dirtbagdanshow.com. We got the whole tour calendar up there. Myself, Cadillac Ron, Los Feo Faces. We're in LA starting with voice box battles on the 23rd of March. It's actually voice box and Daily Duels are doing an event together. And let me just fucking
Whoa.
bring up this this flyer right now so we could see. I know Cadillac Ron's battling. Yo, Cadillac Ron has the most like gnarly battle schedule out of anybody on the planet of Earth.
He also has the most gnarly life.
Please let me work. So Cadillac Ron versus Mr. Wilson is the main event. They also got Sid Vicious versus QP, Alpha MC from Project Blowed versus Joe Cutter. EK is gonna battle Vision. Woo, that's a fucking good one. Val Kilmer, Denter, got a bunch of battles on here. But there's definitely some notable names on there. I'm gonna be hosting.
Wait. You said Alpha MC versus Joe Cutter?
Joe Cutter and Alpha
That's
MC.
fucking exciting, honestly.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be definitely Joe's hardest shit today.
Yeah. That's a weird one.
Alpha MC was one of those dudes, like, when I first started battling, I was like, damn, that dude would be fucking crazy to battle.
Alpha fucking.
What did he say? He's like, if you were, like, 2 shades latter, you'd be a Greystone tire or some shit like that. Yo, Alpha's the shit.
The douche. Yeah, so that starts. That's on. Hold on, what's the fucking date on that bitch?
I went to a random party in LA and like Alpha and some other dudes were like dressed as clowns randomly and nobody else there was in costume or anything. And I didn't understand it and I didn't want to like ask and look like a dick. So I just allowed him to be a clown for that night.
That was just. We just didn't talk about it. This is the first time he's talked about it since.
I've never spoke about it to this day.
So yeah, that's Saturday the 23rd. Sid Vicious QP, Cadillac Ron, Mr. Wilson, and fucking
Okay.
yeah, Joe Cutter Alpha MC, more EK Vision, good battles on that card. That's the first stop on our tour. The next night we're gonna be playing at the Basement in the San Fernando Valley. Then we're gonna head all the way over to El Paso, Texas, to meet up with the homie Acre and rock there. And then we're coming back through the weekly they do at Burt's Tiki on in Albuquerque, New Mexico on Wednesday. I've done that one before. Good times. Shouts out to Defy who fucking sets that shit up. And then we're back with voice box battles again, but this time in Tucson. And it's more of a show, but there is some local battles set up at that event. I actually think there's another QP battle set up at that event too.
There's probably like 4 of them.
There's 4 QP battles.
Like,
He's on a battling tour.
Yeah. QP is like at the same time we're on tour, like he's battling 10 times.
Like you
that
can
tour.
buy QP battles at Costco, like for like.
They come in a 15 pack.
Yeah,
no,
like-
they usually come in a 10 pack. Costco's got them in a 15 pack.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
So that's happening on the 28th. And then the 29th, I'm taking the day off to rest up for paid dues on Saturday, March 30th. I don't know if you heard, but they changed the fucking venue for paid dues. For the first time ever, it's not going to be
Really?
at the Nas Center.
Oh, shit.
It's at the San Miguel Amphitheater.
As long as you didn't say like it's at this guy Steve's.
Chuck E. Cheese. No.
It's at this dude Steve's house. He's really cool. He's a tattoo artist. He
think
doesn't do
it's,
very good, but he's mad cool, yo.
I
He's
think
mad
it's
cool,
a.
bro.
I
His
think it's
mom's
a.
chill.
I'm pretty sure it's a comparable fucking venue because it's an amphitheater, so it's got to be. And I've like paid dues is 3 stages. They got to have room for fucking 3
probably like
stages.
Spartan, or I mean not Spartan.
It's gonna look exactly like
what
Rock
the
the
fuck
Bells.
ever. Yeah,
That's what it's gonna be like.
Yeah, Shoreline. Yeah. But it's like Nas Center is like Shoreline. So if like let's say if they shut down the Shoreline,
I think Nas
then they
Center's
would
bigger than Shoreline.
then they would have to do
Yeah.
then they would have to do paid dues at like the Oakland Coliseum or some shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
Spartan-
mean? Like
Spartan Stadium.
yeah, whatever. They'd find another venue that was big enough. So they have more info on that at paidduesfestival.com. But yeah, I am performing at Paid Dues, not battling, rocking a set. Eat your fucking heart out, every other battle rapper on the planet. And then the 31st, we're heading over to Vegas.
Yeah.
Rocking, I believe, what the fuck is the name of that club? Beauty Bar on Sunday,
Oh, that place is
the
trip.
31st at Vegas. Yeah, it's right across the street from the arcade bar, fucking right outside of Fremont Street,
Yeah,
downtown
man.
Vegas.
It is your one-stop
That's-
shop in Las Vegas for all things tranny related.
Yeah.
Thank
Beauty
you.
bar.
Thank you. for
Shouts
that.
out to like the real Vegas hip hop scene. It's gonna be tight. Like
Your whole Vegas show up.
there's not like most time people go to Vegas, they don't see really Vegas. But when we go to Vegas and do shows, like there are real people in Vegas and they're not on the strip every night. So we get to chill with them and that's always cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
And then we're dipping back. We have a show on April 1st, April Fool's Day in Fresno with our good buddy Populous.
Yeah.
And then
Who is the fucking man,
The
by the way?
general populace.
Yeah,
If
general
you
populace.
aren't aware,
If you
general
don't know.
populace.
You should.
Now you know.
Be aware.
Like I said, we're going to be back here doing the Dirtbag Dan show on Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to be doing some battling at Tourette's on some freestyle battle shit. And then the last show of the Paid Drugs Tour is Saturday,
It's gonna be
April
all night with you,
6th, right here in the Cannery.
Yeah.
Right in the same parking lot as our studio and the Dirtbag Dan show, Clout Magazine, Breezy Excursion, a lot of other fucking popular San Jose shit. We're going to be rocking a set. Cadillac Ron, Ray Resurrection is going to be rocking, who's a very popular San Jose artist. And he fucking does his things on tour with Souls of Mischief. And fucking, you know, he's a dude out here who I'm proud to say is from San Jose. And then also there's going to be a battle for a shot at this motherfucker between Syndro and Mad Flex. Both have done some Ground Zero style battles, but never have had a shot at like the real deal. And I think a shot at a battle versus you at Battle of the Day 2, which is going to be like ultra quality controlled, and we're just going to take it that one step further.
Because
from the
I'm
last
writing all of them.
Pretty much.
Every round.
I've already bought my bars
battle. From Skylar G in
from
advance.
Skylar G and
All right.
Rory.
So it doesn't even matter. Skylar writes those bars that work for everybody too.
Yeah,
so
they're
it really
just-
doesn't
they're-
even
It's
matter.
just
really
that high karate quality gourmet shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
It's
don't-
just you don't get it anywhere
I
else.
don't get the store bought, oreganos and shit
No.
like that.
No, that's good. That's good.
Like you get those shits at the farmers market. You know what I mean?
saying.
Like, the farmers market.
So, yeah, April 6th, and that's the last day of the Paid Drugs Tour. So, enough of that bullshit. More-
Advertising session over.
Yeah, but it's all self-advertising. how lame and fucking.
Watch me work.
Watch me. I'm being self-indulgent. Watch me work.
He about to give this work.
Yeah.
The self-indulgent dance show.
So yeah, that's a really good name for this bitch.
Yo, also some fucking extra advertising for your ass. I'm having a birthday party in Union City at Manconi's on the 29th. Come party during the
shit.
day. There's gonna be some battles and some live performances.
No
and
shit,
some
man.
bullshit. You know what I mean? Union City is for people too lazy to drive to San Jose. for actual
Where
shows.
can people get more
But,
info on that shit?
On the internet, I'm sure I just told you about it. If you're from Union City, then you fucking know where Manconi's is. And if you don't, then suck my dick. You shouldn't go.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
All
yeah,
right.
that's your prime opportunity to buy your boy a drink and fucking
Yeah.
wish me another year.
Good
of life.
times. Soul can come out and punch you in the face.
Gently,
Gently.
like he missed me. and
Just
shit.
punch you like super sweet in the face. So yeah, 29th. Go celebrate with Caustic.
Yeah.
And with that being said, let's move right into the motherfucking 5 battles of the week. So look, let me say this right now, because someone was on OTBVA, who we are up on OTBVA and rap music now.
We look at that shit.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
look
we're
at
We look
stepping
at
it
that
up.
shit.
We
Your
look at that.
opinions matter.
Your
somewhat.
opinions matter. Some enough. I mean, as much as my opinions matter to you, and I
They
feel like that's not
entirely
much.
matter.
Yeah.
But
It
what was I
would-
gonna say? This fucking shit. Someone was like, "These are not the fucking top 5 battles of the week." They posted on both rap music. That I am not a troll.
same shit.
I am not a troll. Posted on both rap music and OTBVA, which I'm like, well, you're on both of those websites, posting the same thing twice.
With troll in your name.
saying
Troll
saying
in
you're
your
not a
name?
troll.
Yeah, come
This
on.
is a debate right here.
That's
But,
how you know that you are a troll. If you have to tell people that you're not a troll,
Self-denial.
that's like rich people don't tell you they rich. You know what I mean?
What'd you
Broke
say?
people tell you they rich.
Oh yeah, and like you guys requested, because our technical director Rory Campbell is fucking on point. He said all of the fucking 5 battles will be up like the Friday before each show, so you'll know in advance which 5 battles we're talking about. Not the best ones, but the ones that we want to talk about.
Yeah, like that's the part you're fucking confused about.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like whatever we choose.
Because look, it's like best is very opinion orientated. This
Yeah.
is battle rap.
Dude,
and
we never said best. It was just said the 5
5
battles of the week.
That's the
We
5
never said
battles.
best at any point.
So
Like,
so yeah, what I'm trying to say is these are the battles that I feel like are the ones that we kind of have to fucking talk about, because they're one, I like to cover one from every league that's got one that's worth talking about cracking. 2, big name battlers are what we focus on the show, because fucking that's what people focus on in real life and shit. Oh, Caustic, turn it up. Man, put your cell phone on silent, as I fucking put my cell phone on silent. And then 2, when weird shit happens in battles, I feel like we have to talk about it. So it's like,
Yeah, the weird shit's got to get aired out.
if
right
like
away.
we don't particularly agree with a decision, or if it's just like I feel like the air in the battle is kind of strange, or like, you know, other things happen, like people get goofy with each other or whatever, then we're gonna talk about it, man. We have to. Fucking what is Sunny Bamboo talking about already? I have a feeling it's KO. Yo, you hear that new hotness from Air? Fucking no, Sonny, I did not. Moving right along. 5 battles of the week. The first one we're talking about, Math versus Dose, the rematch. So, I mean, arguably Math versus Dose, even though it didn't get completed, was the most famous battle almost to ever take place. I seen that shit on True TV one time, just like randomly.
I saw it a long time ago.
And it's fucked up because they play Dose like a mark even on True TV and shit. Even
Yeah.
like the fucking ultra,
he has
like,
no idea what's about to happen.
Look at this guy's
They're like,
face.
and if you look in the back, you can see him run away. And they like circle him. They put a little yellow circle over him when he's like running away.
When we magnify the image, you can see the pee in his pants.
They're fucking really, dude. They really,
They'll just sell this. They'll just exaggerate the
they
shit out
really do him like that though on that show even.
Yeah.
So,
Have you ever seen how white people interpret a rap battle? And
Yeah.
it's that battle with, and it's just
yeah,
like,
yeah, and it's that
just like
battle, too, and
common
it's
sense,
like,
like
you've-
vague white
it's like,
phrases.
you've offended my sensibilities and my friends, and now I must strike you. And then, but so I mean that just tells you that's like why are we talking about this battle? It's a rematch of the most famous battle probably ever. How many views does it have right now? Probably like 300 something thousand. I don't know. Someone was like, "Why aren't you talking about?" I can't remember. This is why we're talking about this one.
Yeah.
We'll get to those other ones. There's other ones I want to talk about. And half of the time people are like, you should be talking about this battle. And I'm like, I am next week. Give me a fucking break. Math versus Dose. Wow, what a just a punk session that was. I don't know how you could see it any other way. Math really was on point. one of my favorite math battles I think ever, just because of how he's just like right off the bat, he's like, I just want to say,
Yeah, how he flipped it on him, like,
get the fuck out of here, you're still a sucker.
he's
And
like,
then he just,
fuck you.
woo, and then he just go the whole time he's just on some like, I love like all his bars are really simple and they all end with the punch you in the fucking face, like, and that shit's so funny to me.
Yeah.
Like when you do that, it's so funny to me. Like you don't really need to get all elaborate.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
when
yeah.
Like
Plus, he seemed mad comfortable. He seemed mad at home. Like, you know, his people were in the building. He wasn't really tripping about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I gotta say, man, like Dose is saying some real ass shit in this fucking first round. Like I didn't know any of that shit happened to him.
Oh,
man.
about him getting shot.
Yeah. Nobody like mentions that. You know what I mean? So like, and he comes back. He's like, you talking about a swing? He's like, I wasn't even worried about that shit.
That
He's
was
like,
the only shit that dude said in the whole battle that I was like, that shit's tight.
And
that
then
was
it kind of
shit.
just went downhill.
The worst part was like then the round went on for another like 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And he didn't
Yeah.
even like end on the poignant fucking part of the round.
Yeah.
He rapped hella fucking long in the first
Yeah.
round. Enough long in the second for me to be irritated by it. And to the point where he's starting to say lyrically and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Y'all are saying lyrically
He
like
loves that
Like,
word. He was on Twitter bullshitting with B Magic and talking about you ain't as lyrical as me. That's some wild ass shit
Dude,
to say.
I hear this
from a gangster's perspective, like, yo, you ain't more lyrical than me, dog.
Yeah.
I hear
Get
the
out my
shit
face,
that
son.
this fool's
Yo,
saying in
lyrically-
these
Get out my
bars.
face,
I
son.
got
You ain't
better
as lyrical
lyricals.
as me.
My
know?
lyricals are better lyrically.
Nah, no way.
Nah, dog.
No way.
You can never be as lyrical as my lyrics.
I've
are
had
lyrically
lyricals since
written.
9/7.
It's just so ridiculous. Like the shit that he's saying too is like there's so many subpar ass bars in there that I don't feel like you get away with in a fucking. You could hide that shit in a 5-minute round,
Yeah,
but if
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, if you were like resting on, and that's what I feel like when you write a battle, like there shouldn't be any bar in your battle that's like
That you're ashamed of.
that you're like that you're, you know
Right.
that you're like just trying to stretch time with or whatever. And even if you don't feel that way, it's like, well, fuck, man, I don't know, like.
I mean, a lot of it just followed a certain formula. It was like, here's my setup, here's maybe another setup, and then like a usual like one-liner. Like,
Fuck, man, I want to think of a couple off the top of my head. Like, I know he said lyrically straight up, and I was just like, really?
The fact that you can't think of any right off the bat
is a
like,
bad thing
yeah,
right there. But there
besides,
were
like,
ones
the
that
move
were
my
so
fingers
bad
shit.
that I could fucking think of.
Yeah.
That it was just like on some.
There was way too many times where I felt like he was gonna stop too, and like he'd stop and he'd turn around, and then it'd be like a 5-second
Yeah.
pause, and then he'd like start rapping again. I'm like, oh shit, he's got another 16 or what? Like,
fucking the way Math impersonated him when he was like fucking say you can handle the bread and then he does
Yeah.
because you go get this toast like that shit so like he did it perfect. That to me is like when people do that shit, when you do a round and I'm like, I'm not really feeling that, and then the dude comes back and impersonates you, and in one bar it's just like, I was already like, honestly, Math won the battle when he fucking duped homie on the handshake. I was like, oh, this shit's over. And then the whole battle was like that. Right after the second round, he says one bar that kind of is like sums up his whole fucking style, like in one shit, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh man, yeah, it's an uphill battle at that point. Plus the guy is like, when you look at that, I'm watching that shit back, and I was saying to Abel, because we were watching it earlier, and I was like, how did he even get his hat in his fucking face? Because Math
Right?
is so big.
Yeah.
He was like,
He, like,
compared
jumped
to
at him.
dude, he was like, like jumped up and
He just had like an
him.
elongated bill.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a fucking.
it
in
just seems like-
retrospect, the bill was a fucking foot long, but
I have one of those hats.
yeah, man, I don't know. That's
like
fucking weird.
those should just start wearing like a Raiden hat at all times. That shit would be hella hard.
You just that or
That should
what's
just
that?
be your gimmick.
The fucking Kung Lao joint and shit.
Yeah.
Wah!
That's what I fuck. I meant Kung Lao, not Raiden. It's the same shit. It's like
Come
the
on,
same
man.
circumference.
Come
you know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying?
The Kung Lao one.
You get Kung Lao.
the
and
Kung
spun
Lao
around.
one is bladed. So yeah, I mean that one's
Bladed.
pretty easy though. I don't think anyone even there felt
kinda
like
hard to-
Dose was winning the battle. I don't think that there was like a homie in the audience that was like, yeah, you got that, Dose. Like everyone was like, it felt like a bunch of like older brothers let their little brother come in and try some shit, and then they were all just like, yeah,
Hey, good job, man.
yeah, you
you
all
did
right.
good,
But they were like all punking on him, like on some like just
Well, you see that one part where he gets all fucking kind of in Math's face, and then his boy's in the background, and he like says something about your boys. You know, your boys could have got shot that night, or something like that. And fucking his boy starts like, you know, flexing. He's like getting ready, and Math has to, like, he puts his arm back. He's kind of like, yo, you know, chill out, because dude's like, oh, we're gonna scrap right now. Like, come on, you know.
That shit is so wild like that too, man. Like that whole scene. There's so much to prove. It's like I always say, we talked about this with Pat Stay. Like, I won't battle that dude because he'll fucking like do some mad, like ultra disrespectful shit to me
that you just can't accept.
and I can't accept it.
Yeah.
And then that means I have to get beat up by a giant. That's not in my game plan. Like, that's not part of my fucking.
So in the third round,
I've always
when
wondered.
he disrespects me, I'm gonna punch him in the high part of his stomach because that's all I can reach.
That's as far as I can reach.
And then he's gonna beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
man,
gonna
if
win.
me and Pat stay fight, you should be forewarned. I'm gonna punch you directly in the balls.
Yeah.
is
What am I supposed to do? But at the end of the day, like, I don't have like a lot of shit that Pat could say to me that I'm gonna be like, no, I must defend myself. I feel like
My honor.
those dudes from that whole like Smack URL, UW, that whole world, they all have way more shit to hold up for. You know what I mean? There's way more than just like your dead family member or your fucking wife or your friend or whatever. It's like there's fucking your set and all these different instances when like someone may have punked you or you may have appeared to be like fucking, you know, like I hear about all this shit, like fucking Trick and Arsenal situation comes up in every fucking battle, whether like it's like a standard story in the world of battle rap. It's like, that sucks that it has to be like that there's like this extra fucking like. And a lot of times, like, they will say, the battlers are like, let's keep it rap. Let's keep it rap right now. Like, and the next battle we're going to talk about is a prime example of that.
There's always personal space, though. There's got to be some sort of professionalism there, right?
And that and at the end of the day, look at what happened. The one time that Math punched somebody in the face, it was because the dude fucking headbutted him with his hat. Essentially, it's like, it's not entirely unreasonable. It wasn't because of some gun shit. It wasn't because of some set tripping shit. It wasn't because of some fucking some altercation where someone disrespected somebody in the fucking at this show or another show or whatever. It was because somebody fucking invaded somebody's personal space and people get hit for that shit. Like I was saying, the next battle is a prime example of one that it speaks to that whole the nature of that whole shit. Math versus Suge. And let me just say, if Math has another battle in the next 6 months, I don't give a fuck. I'm not talking about it because we've already talked about, like,
he's had like fucking 4 come out.
And he didn't have a bunch for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, there was no Math Hoffa battles for a minute, and then he had just a shitload come out all at once.
I didn't even see he battled Arsenal. I just watched the Arsenal battle the other day for the first time, and he beat Arsenal.
Yeah. Well, the Rebel ain't never lost, so.
Well, I mean, he never lost. Nah, I mean the Rebel won, but Arsenal didn't.
You're on the
Not
fucking.
that one.
You're a pipe Nazi. Relax, man. It's coming.
This fool.
Shout out to the words pipe Nazi.
I know. Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't
Jesus
even understand.
Christ, I didn't know there was even a fucking.
Don't fucking Nazi my smoking, all right?
That's crazy, bro.
Let me smoke free.
You're like a hairy Nazi.
Try to come in and fucking
You're
take
like a
my
fucking
gold.
pipe cradler, dude. And
Fucking.
how many?
You guys sound gay as shit.
How much money do I owe you?
Look,
Babysitting like that.
for parking on the grass,
Shit.
cost
That
$5 to park on the grass.
Fucking mic check over here.
All right, so Math versus Suge, the battle of the bullies, as they fucking quoted it. This is a UW battle, and let me just say that I seems like the Smack URL rappers are branching out a lot more, and not as far as like coming over to do King of the Dot battles or, you know, to that other perceived side of the world of battle rap, but they're you know, like Arsenal's league is throwing more battles. There's a lot more avenues for cats in that world to do battles. Like, they're not just like at the mercy of,
because people are watching for the names now. They ain't watching for the brand.
Yeah,
like,
so
they know who they want to see. So even if it's on like a lesser known channel, you know,
don't get me wrong, like
numbers,
Smack
you know?
URL probably the most recognized name in battle rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, and you know what? Outside of Grind Time, which like you can't even argue, is still like, because everybody's like,
People
Grind
still talk
Time's
about
dead.
Grind Time,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like Grind Time's dead like to fans that know Grind Time and are familiar with like the events that they've thrown in the last year versus the ones that they threw in 2008 and 2010 and shit like that. And even Grind Time, they got conceded in Johnny Storm coming around the corner. So is Grind Time really dead? I don't think so. But they're still the fucking.
They keep fucking up.
Do people hit me up about they hit me up about Grind Time battles, you know, that they watch all the time that they'll think are new because they have no reference. They don't, you know, that they just heard about me versus the Source yesterday. So they watch it, you know, today, and it's new to them, you know what I mean? So they don't know that they're talking about a battle from 2009 or whatever, it you know, it is what it is. But it just seems like that brand is getting a little, I don't know, it's not as exclusive as it was before. Like you can get a battle with, you know, an Arsenal or a Shotgun Suge or a Math Hoffa, and you don't. It doesn't necessarily have to be a smack battle anymore, and that's a fucking newer thing. So,
well, I mean, that's not how it started. You know what I mean? Because like Arsenal and Conceited and all that shit happened on the Grind Time shit. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's Smack had their people. There were, and then when you look at Grind Time, really, Grind Time was the fallout of the WRCs.
Yeah.
So like everybody came from somewhere.
It will keep like eating itself and then respawning and shit.
It's not. It's all the same group of motherfuckers in one way, shape, or form. Honestly, like the Scribble Jam people manifested into the WRC people, who manifested into the Grind Time people, who manifested into the King of the Dot people, and so on and so forth. It's a fucking wild machine. But shouts out to Arsenal for being a battle rapper who successfully runs a league. I know he's got
Arsenal's a dope dude to chill with. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Arsenal. It seems like every time I see him, I'm always like in some situation.
He's super fun. If you've seen him in the Cyclone battle, he's there the whole time, and he's like, there's like they made memes of him from that battle, and like they like one of the battle rap heads is like a couple of just his facial expressions from that battle. I don't know if he was fucked up, but he was laughing at every fucking thing I was saying. I had a good night that day, and like we were all like, man, it was wild out there. Like they had us well taken care of. You know what I mean? As far as like just all the amenities. So we were all fucking having a lot of fun.
That's Sweden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we're going
Sweden
back
looks
to.
tight. What's up, Sweden? I'm with it. People hit me up from Sweden all the time. They're like, why don't you like, what do you have against our league? I was like, they really haven't got at me yet.
Ozone or because I've been out there twice, once for Ozone and once for
Base Mentality.
Yeah, Base Mentality.
Which one did you prefer, honestly?
I think there's no question, because Critical's the homie, but I think there's no Critical knows like the Ozone shit is crazy, and it's not. And like the Ozone shit, I never booked even through the Ozone people. I booked through Chubby, who has his own promotions with J-Ro from the Alcoholics, and they have their own shit. They're fucking working with big ass budgets. I mean, the shows we're doing where Bone Thugs are playing and fucking Tech Nine and Hobson and like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, so there's no way it's like Critical isn't able to compete with that on a financial end. But me versus Henry Bowers got more views than me versus Cyclone. So it's kind of a toss up. However you put it. At the end of the day, Sweden is fucking awesome. Either way, I love it out there. I actually have had close friends from Sweden from skateboard shit way back in the day. My folks Bjorn and Stefan and Frederick, and actually my dude Matthias, who is one of the dudes in the Loop Troop Rockers.
Oh yeah,
and he used to come back and like have Loop Troop tapes and shit when they were like.
I fuck with Loop Troop.
Yeah, so Loop Troop has like history in San Jose. Like they used to. One of the dudes. And he would bring his boys out here. Sometimes would come out to skate, and they would stay at my brother's house and fucking, weird small world shit. We're so far off topic.
Woo! Yeah, what the fuck? Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to the Dirtbag Dan Show.
Math, Hoffa, and Suge. What a weird fucking battle. I don't know. The hostile audience in Jersey towards Math a bit, it seemed like. But it seemed like he had some folks there that were riding for him, too. Enough. And
it seemed like the crowd was kind of like really fucking with it, you know? Somebody in the front row was like...
Well, fuck, man. Like, they got Suge's back.
Yeah.
And they're down for theirs out there. Like, they definitely ride for their own.
Now, you could tell Shotgun being...
Yeah.
Like, there ain't no way around that. Like, there was no... Like, out of every battle rapper, like... That's the person I would question the least.
Both those dudes are fucking. Both those dudes are trill ass dudes. But Shotgun, yeah, he definitely plays that role. And I remember thinking that in the Tall battle and thinking that Tall was such a G for just being like, I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking but Tall was that dude too. Like fuck Tall. He was that dude though. He was that dude. The same shit where you like you're like, oh yeah, Tall's out there. You know what I mean? No question.
Rest in peace to Tall T for sure.
Yeah.
It's a fucking.
Yeah, cats be like I know like and like God bless all the Canadians that shout out Tall and shit like that.
Yeah, that's tight.
We kicked it with dude though.
Yeah,
like that was like a dude that like we had there were days where we drank and like
right
passed,
there, like
and
right
passed
there,
blunts and you know what I mean.
And like Empire 7 and shit like.
So it's weird. It's weird to hear these cats
Back in
shout
the
him
day.
out like that. You know what I mean? Like, but
it's dope though.
Yeah, it is
Keep
dope
doing
at the same time. But Suge is definitely that dude, and I think a lot of his bars they let him by. Like a lot of subpar bars get let by just on that straight up hood credibility.
Yeah.
And he delivers well. He also is like screams.
Well, I think that's like an unspoken rule over there. Like the more gangster it is, like the more gangster it sounds and comes off in general, like the less penalized you get for it not being the most clever line. You know what I'm
like
saying?
it's okay. Like you don't have to be that lyrical because I know like you're not fucking around about what you're saying. You know?
Yeah.
What I mean?
Like Surf is that I love Surf shit.
Surf is
but
a
he's
very
the fucking
intricate
mass.
rapper.
He's the man at that shit though. Like even if like the line isn't like the most like piff line in the whole fucking round, he'll make that shit sound like the most gangster shit in the world, and that's why that shit works. That's why like so much of it is performance. You know what I mean?
And then I think he was fucking up though. I don't know if he was like fucked up by the first round he got out flawless, and Math was getting fucked with by the audience a little bit, and I'd almost give that to Suge. The second round, he turns around and he bumps Suge's hat, or he bumps Math's hat, and Math is like, man, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, you act like a bitch, and he just stops and shit. And I'm like, and I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know. That was. Like,
I think he might have just got thrown off of his shit. I think like that whole moment threw him out of the rhythm that he was in, and rather than try and stumble back into shit, he was like, "Fuck it, I'll just call the round right there," which I respect. I'd way rather that. And fuck, man, they were so quick on Math when he didn't stumble, but he repeated a bar, and they were like, everyone's like, "Oh," and then, so it's like. Come on, man. It's like, and that's exactly what we were talking about the other week. But I mean, that's not smack. That's that's UW, but the same kind of crowd mentality as the New York, obviously in Jersey, where they're like, if you fuck up, man, like, there's no recovery time, and you better be able to recover while the audience is shitting on you.
Jeering you and shit.
And then they're not gonna like your first bar back, so you better just keep going and don't be frazzled.
You just go
by that.
straight through it. Don't even look back.
Woo. But
it seems like Math was really riding with. It seems like Jersey was really riding with Math in the Arsenal battle. It seemed like he turned like Jersey against Arsenal a little bit,
which is weird because with the Suge thing, it seemed like they weren't.
It wasn't the same. Situation,
So I don't know who to give that battle to in the end.
I kind of didn't really think of who was
Math
the winner.
fucked
I
up
really
too.
didn't even think about
they
it.
both fucked up.
I just watched it and was like, wow,
just like it was something that I watched.
They're both bullies, I guess. At the end of the day, I didn't feel like either one of them like punked the other one. Like it was like it wasn't like Dose and Math on either end. Suge hella reminds me of Justin Brown, Skyler. So much. It's like just this dude, just a old school Southside homie who was just that dude who just like you knew, you're like, oh yeah, this dude, you know where he's from. You know what I mean? Like, know, like he's not the fuck around type. Super cool.
I wonder
like
if Suge
super down to earth, super cool to chill with, but like also like the first dude to just like knock somebody the fuck out.
I feel like Suge was battling in like house slippers or something up there.
He really was.
Like, he's wearing like sweats and shit.
But he was at home, bro. He was at home. He was really at home in every sense of the fucking word. So that was a cool battle. I think they both kind of fucked up, but it wasn't like a crazy fuck up on either end. And it seemed like the audience is so live, man. Respect to those dudes for riding with it because we're going to talk about Ness and Shotty later, and you talk about being affected by an audience. But before we talk about that, And I don't know. I think you said you didn't see this one, but Matta versus Logic. I'm sorry. Matta versus Youthoracle was what
I'm totally unfamiliar with Youthoracle. I've never seen a battle before. All I do know about him is that he battled Fredo in the UK on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Saturday. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So yeah, like 2 days ago.
I remember someone was like, "Please don't tell me you're talking about him because he has the stupidest name in battle rap."
No, we can discuss it later in the "You have a terrible rap name" section of the show. What the fuck does that mean? Are you like a young
Dude,
Are you like a younger version of the
Matter
old
had some cool flips.
black
on
lady
it.
from the Matrix? And
Matter
shit?
had some cool flips like to that effect about like all the things that Youthoracle
bullshit.
could mean, and then he said that just means you're a mouthpiece for the streets, and like in like a very condescending way. And I thought that was tight. Matter's tight, man. Like you seen the battle with him, and you were there with him and Thesaurus, and fucking Thesaurus wins, and he's like, "No, I didn't win." You know what I mean?
No, I was definitely there. But, dude, Thesaurus is so weird, man. How he can spit his verses perfectly to me, like before battle, and go on and be like, I don't know what happened. Like
it's fuck, man. It's
like
it's,
he did the shit like perfectly, like right before.
There's a lot that goes into delivering outside of just memorizing your shit. You have to really be able to be in that mode and be in the moment and be able to roll with whatever kind of fucked up punches come your way, because little shit will fuck you up, even shit that you anticipate, like audience reaction. Like that's, and I like back in the day, the classic chokes would come from not from people not getting reaction to bars, but from the exact opposite. Someone would get reaction to a bar,
and they're just like,
and then they would just be like, "Oh no, what the fuck?" Like and they got thrown out of their rhythm by how much people reacted to a setup or their bar that they can't remember the fucking next one. Yeah. This was a good battle. Both the Youthoracle, totally, and he talks about it. He comes from that fucking drum and bass, fucking dubstep, fucking double time, like fucking.
Well, so does Matter too, though, kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah, but not as much. You see, Matter kind of has that like that. He has a real hip hop kind of style. You know what I mean?
Kind of double timey though.
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah. Like I think everybody out there is influenced in that way because of grime and all the different kinds of music that are popular out there that run on that format. And I love that shit too. You know.
Yeah, it's hard not to love it, you know. But it just, no matter how bad anybody wants it to, it doesn't really work with battle rap.
Well, this is the thing for me is it's like I love that shit. Like I love any other kind of music. What I don't get is these kids that only listen to that shit. Like all they listen to is to like D&B and grime and shit like that. And you're like, you're fucking weird, dude. Like
they battle with that shit. They have like grime battles.
Oh no,
and
shit. Yeah, like totally.
Or they just go up there and make it up, and as long as it like sounds good.
And that comes from some old reggae shit.
That's crazy.
That's some sound class shit, dude.
Yeah, now you're just making noises with your mouth, like
yeah. But
like to rhythmically.
But I think that it's cool, but it's like if that's your whole shit, man, that's weird as fuck. You know what I mean? Like I listen to all sorts of different kind of music. Like hip hop is probably the closest music to my fucking heart and soul and whatever else, but I listen to everything, you know what I mean? And to only listen to one kind of music is fucking weird as fuck to me. But Matter has that kind of style that's like more even, while Youthoracle is definitely more on that bouncy kind of rhythmic shit.
I can see that.
And I think that the judges did a pretty good job in this battle. I felt like Matter had won the first 2 rounds pretty decisively, and I thought the dude Youthoracle third round was really fucking sick. Right. It's a battle worth watching. Don't Flop has gotten better for sure since even the last time I was out there. They just seems like their league has generated more interest. Partly by bringing people out and like just like weird shit like Lunar Sea and like whatever else, and like the teacher versus student battle and all that kind of just weird stuff.
They're smart, man.
For sure. And I'd love to fucking get back out there. I really want to go to the northern part of the UK. Like I've just been to London twice, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And me and O'Shea.
Just been to London twice, right?
Hey,
me and
too.
O'Shea and me and Archaic, and like Archaic didn't give a fuck about our battle, like to whatever douchey effect, and like just got fucking chewed, and never like has really showed me in any effect that he would have done better. Like if he had came with his full A game, I wouldn't have just fucking chewed him anyways, right? But like me and O'Shea, the first important don't flop battle ever, for sure. The first one to get not like important on a battle rap scale, but the first one to break 100K in views, the first one to kind of like be like got outside recognition.
Yeah, that is true. That's absolutely that was and it's got like 500,000 or some shit.
Oh, it's got a lot now for sure, and I think it's a one that people reference a lot as far as both me and O'Shea are concerned, and it made both of our names. It made and like I think I may have been more established than him at that point, but I think that battle definitely put him on the map, and he had a long run after, and Don't Flop even got all the way to being the fucking champ of their shit. But just a lot of strength in that fucking in the last few events that they've thrown. I've seen fucking more than a few kids, and like as weird and stupid as their names are, like Youthoracle, like the kid raps, bro.
Yeah.
He's good. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can have the dumbest name in the fucking world. If you're tight, you're tight.
Matter's good. I don't know where he came from. Bamalam good. I don't know where the fuck he came from.
Bamalam's tight as shit.
Who else? There was like a few other kids.
There's a lot of
Mr. 13.
Mr. 13.
Mr. 13.
They want me to battle 13 when
Mr.
I come
13?
back. They want me to battle Soul and Mr. 13.
Ugh, at the same
time. Yeah.
They stand on each other's shoulders and make a regular person.
I'll just fucking fist fight.
No,
I genuinely, like, honestly, like, all bullshit aside.
I have no reference for Soul whatsoever.
I genuinely enjoy their battles.
Soul?
Yeah.
I have no reference for him whatsoever.
He's not bad, honestly.
I think he's such a bitch for punching you in the face.
I mean,
what the fuck?
He didn't like impress me with his fighting skills. Or
no,
anything.
but just to be like, I'm so hurt by what you said to this other man that I'm going to punch you in the face. It's such a womanly, faggoty thing to do. I'll be sure, like, okay, if anyone's watching this that knows Soul, be sure to tell him that I said he's a faggot, and then he could totally punch me in the face when he sees me, and it'll totally be for a reason because I said you're a faggot. Not because I said fucking your friend is a faggot in a battle and you were so hurt by the way that or that I ruined his relationship, which is even faggier for you to care about another man's relationship. Like God, like Caustic and his lady are like friends. They'll come over and double date. But like if somebody ruined his relationship via battle, which is your relationship's pretty faulty if it gets ruined by a battle, by the way. But if somebody did that, I wouldn't be like,
I'd just be like, all right, man,
I'm gonna beat that dude's ass for you, Caustic. He ruined your relationship.
I'm like, nah, dude, I got this, bro. I got this.
No, bro. Caustic.
No.
Caustic.
It's really like it's my problem.
There was a wedding right around the corner. I was gonna be your best man.
I'm so angry for you.
We haven't rented the tuxes yet.
This is bullshit,
it's
bro.
It's not that bad.
You know how much I was looking forward to planning the bachelor party?
We can fix this.
I'm gonna beat this motherfucker's ass.
We can fix this.
I'm gonna punch him in the face for emotions.
Nothing is lost yet.
Nothing is lost. I cried all morning.
Oh my fucking God.
Anyways, okay. I'm not so hurt over the fact that a kid. I mean, he's definitely not the first person to ever take a swing at me in my life. I'm sure he won't be the last. He really doesn't like hold much water in my life as far as that shit goes.
Yeah.
But as a battler, he's not bad. I see where he could.
Okay, I'll have to. I think I might have. We might have even judged one of his battles on the show, and I was just like, I can't see past the fact that he like got off.
He's just very Scottish. It's hard to understand. It's like, you know, like, you rap and I hear sheep.
Did he?
It's a tough thing.
Always like. I don't know. I'm really.
He's good though.
Okay, so moving right along to the weirdest battle on this entire list. Ness versus Shotty Horror. How about that for wasn't it supposed to be a good battle?
Yeah.
Wasn't that supposed to be?
I was like, that's gonna
wasn't
be
that
tight.
I know, like I didn't know that about like the fucking all the weirdness that went on in the battle. So like going into it, I was like, of all the ones on the list, I was like, oh yeah, Shotty versus Ness. This is gonna be tight. These are two of my favorite dudes as like rappers. You know what I mean?
It's like what the fuck is going on
and then,
now?
oh my God, it was the weirdest affair that I'd ever seen. Like just so strange. First off, the lights thing. and they went off in the first round.
Didn't
And,
all right. This is what I don't understand. Did Shotty tell him to turn the lights
No,
off?
not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And I think that that fucks with people, much like having your friends there and they're too loud when they root for you. Even though it's not your fault, something happened that's in your favor,
yo,
and it
chill.
affects
It's
the
like,
way that the judges perceive you. The judges are like, they perceive this great injustice, like, this thing, I have to protect the integrity of battle rap through Ness Lee by not giving it to Shotty because all these things happen. And this is how fucked up this is. And we might be jumping a gun by going all the way to the judgment, but the lights thing was so important that J Pro was the only judge that mentioned that Ness Lee choked. Every other judge, where their entire reference for their second round was lights went off, and then the lights went off, and that was the lights went off.
Yeah, like what the fuck kind of judgment is that? That
but that was like
the actual battle.
They didn't even, not nameless, not the fucking 3.20 judging system, didn't even mention the fact that Ness Lee choked. Yeah. He was more fucking impressed with the fact that the lights went out, and clearly they went out at the most amazing fucking time possible. He said the word lights out, lights went out, fucking kismet, whatever kind of natural magic made that happen. But and the lights had went out prior, and they went out just a little early for it to be perfect.
Yeah.
So it was like you knew that Shotty didn't rig it or anything like that. But the fact that like the judges looked completely past Ness choking and that being the obvious reason for him losing that round and possibly the whole fucking battle without question,
absolutely.
Then that just because the fucking lights turned off were so fucking amazing. So Nestle talked about it in the judgment. He was totally right. I talked about it. I was talking about it like during the battle when I was watching it, when he said the fucking unless they fucking pull the rig like I was Megatron. I can't remember exactly how it was set up, but he had a really ill like fucking Transformers like rig the battle reference, and nobody reacted, and it was already the atmosphere.
Put a rig in the battle like Megatron.
Put the rig in the battle like I was Megatron. Yeah, like they put the rig against him because he was Megatron, and they had to put Optimus Prime in his rig. Whatever. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Nah, it was tight.
But for y'all to react like that same audience to react to like a booty duty Uno Lavos rebuttal and then not react
Yo,
to
you
like,
smell like Pepe Le Pew.
Yo, pussy smell. But then you don't react to that line right there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I mean, honestly, like when I first watched it, like I was kind of like, I didn't like jump out of my seat or anything either. I was kind of like, what? And I had to go back. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you got to account for that. If you say some super deep shit, even if it's a fucking the most famous cartoon ever that you're referencing, if you're saying some layered shit, like people might not get it in the spot. And that's the risk you take with fucking being more lyrical, dog.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And I don't know if that was what threw him off, but I think it was in that round, the second round, that he completely fucking choked and completely fell apart. And there's a difference between like the math repeating his bars and Shotgun stopping short and like. Yeah. Fucking Ness being like, no, I got this.
Yeah. And Ness.
He had like a personal battle for a second. Like it's like fucking him and his demons fucking waged war for fucking 22 seconds. Yeah, Ness, that was fucking magical. How does that feel, by the way? I've never done that. I never will do that. But
what's that?
That fucking moment where you're like, I got this. No. Like a fucking. Just freestyle. Fuck it, man. Just get off it. Get off your written. I've
definitely had that moment, but I never got to the point where I have to like talk myself through it out loud.
No, I've never had that
moment.
Like, I mean, this is the thing.
The worst I've ever done is in the definition battle. Like it all went blank, and I was just like, fuck, and then I just went into like the next shit I thought of.
That moment happens for 3 to 5 seconds. It's a stumble. That moment happens beyond 5 seconds, and 5 seconds is a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Beyond 5 seconds, that's a choke. That's a choke. That's a choke. That's a choke. That's my definition. I used to do it at the battles. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, boo, and you say at the old King of the Dot at the World Domination 2, and like fucking, you can hear me in the back. 1, 2, 3. You know, like fucking, I'm counting, bro, because that's all you get. I booed Kid Twist for that. You know, he went fucking 5 seconds, and I liked the dude. Like at that point, I got along with him pretty well, and I was still like, man, 5 seconds, man, you got to do it. Like, if I do it to Low Pesci, I got to do it to you. I can't fucking be.
You feel like trapped in this obligation to boo people now.
But
Now you have to boo everybody.
he legitimately choked.
Even if
and
they
then,
don't choke,
and
you're just
I know,
like, boo!
They get out of the car.
I know how Ness feels. I know
You
Ness
wake up in
feels
the
like
morning.
I know Ness feels
get
like
my house.
he choked, so he legitimately lost the whole battle, and that's why he said what he said at the end
Yeah.
when the judges gave it to him, which was a huge surprise to me. But it's
Yeah,
like
they
I
gave it
said,
to Ness, huh? And he
I
was
think
just
they
like,
felt
oh.
like I think they felt like because the audience was so weird. They were talking during the battle. They were way more responsive to Shotty than they were to Ness from the gate.
Yeah.
And then
like before Shotty even rapped.
and then with the light
They were
shit,
like, yeah, Shotty,
no, before the
Shotty.
he didn't even have to. They didn't even announce his name. They're like, "Rapper to my right," and he was just like, "Ah."
he might as
which
well
is
been
tight. That
fucking
says
like-
a lot about Shotty. Like,
Oh yeah, no, but he he was like Mario Lemieux
Ness-
for those motherfuckers.
and Ness has always been like that. If you watch like motherfuckers are like there's different kinds of people in the battle shit as far as like the on the really high level and the good level goes.
Yeah.
There's people who are kind of like really talented, so they don't have to be hella charismatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Ness is definitely one of those dudes where he's kind of like, yo, it's not, he's like mildly awkward when
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
introducing himself. He's like,
Soft
yo.
spoke.
Yeah, so he has like his 1 or 2 liners that he says in
He's
there.
like, you know the dopest in the
South,
South. when I
open up my mouth, you know. But, he's always been one of those dudes that doesn't have to be like that charismatic dude. And like I'm totally the flip side of that. Like I'm like the same, I mean, like I'm playing to the audience. I'm having a fucking fun. It's cool when you're fucking that. Usually in those situations, exactly what happened. I feel like Shotty is a more flashy performer, and against Ness, he came off more flashy. And but like the fact that the audience seemed to be biased from the gate and the light thing happened, made it so I felt like some of the judges felt like they had to stand up for the honor of hip hop,
Yeah.
like it was a lady.
They kind of
And
overcompensated.
and they overcompensated
Yeah.
because I think clearly Ness choked for long enough to lose the whole battle and
the whole battle. Damn.
long enough to lose. Dude,
I don't think a choke unless it's just like terrible like disaster locksmith choke. Like I think a choke like even if it's a bad choke, you should just lose either.
if you say you choked, then you lost the battle. If you choke for longer than 5 seconds, you lost the battle. In my opinion.
I mean-
1, 2, 3.
if it's
4.
on some
That's
like
a long fucking time.
if
dude.
it's on some like low Pesci shit, like you're knocked out. If like that's a fight, you've been knocked out for 5 minutes.
well, that's what I'm
You've
saying.
been on the
and
ground
then
and
that's what
nobody's
it becomes.
helped
That's
you.
when it comes down to.
But
it comes
like
down to what
maybe 10 seconds should be it. If you choke longer than 10 seconds,
Well,
it's
fuck.
it's a knockout.
That's so fucking
Well,
long.
5 seconds is you definitely forfeit the round.
Well, look,
at
because
the
I mean,
worst, you know?
I think you
at the
stumble hard
least.
enough, you forfeit the round. I think you have to do
Yeah.
what like Math did in the Shotgun Suge battle and repeat a bar to get back on point,
Yeah.
and you forfeit the round if
Yeah.
the other dude is on point and he didn't do the same
even
thing.
even if you just like, because I mean, there's choking to me is stopping, not saying anything, not just that dead air time. Like but repeating a bar, everyone's had to do it. Everyone's been like da na 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 and it goes back into it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes
a lot of times they don't
it's
come out of
really-
it.
But it's like this: if you have to repeat a bar on purpose, or you have to repeat a bar to help the audience catch back
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Because one is okay.
It's also how well you play it off.
One, yeah, exactly. Because one
There's
is
been
okay.
times where I'm fucking stalling, but I'm like
But you're just trying
interacting.
to hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, hold it
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
And then you're trying to like
I'm interacting with the audience.
so you have no idea that
Yeah.
it's.
When
So, yeah.
if you're in the audience and I'm doing that to you in the middle of the battle, I have no idea what's happening between us because I'm thinking about other shit.
I think so. I think Ness felt the same way. I think he felt like he choked long enough to lose the whole battle.
Good to know.
Plus, I felt like he stumbled enough in the first to have lost the first round too. So
Right.
you have to give Shotty the first 2 rounds. Then in the third round, Shotty fucked up, and he didn't choke. He freestyled it out.
Yeah.
But you could tell when Shotty's freestyling and when Shotty's
Yeah,
writing,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
you could tell when Shotty stopped short because his other rounds were twice as fucking long as his last one. So like. That being said,
But, I mean,
he
it's
had the
still
battle in the bag. I don't see how any judge gives it to Nestle at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, no matter how bad the audience was sleeping on him, you have to, as a judge, just go on the 1-to-1 and be like,
He definitely had some good bars, though.
yeah.
Really good bars.
yeah. So, no, Ness killed it, and I have to think that that battle and the next battle, which we're gonna call our good friend Tony Madness to talk about. Skylar, how's your phone on battery? Because mine's about to die. I'm thinking we should maybe call him on
Mine's
your
good.
phone. Yeah, let's call him on your phone then.
All right.
But that battle and the Madness battle, the Madness and Lavos battle, and the Arcane and Disaster battle really made me think that Blackout 3 audience was fucking
Yeah, it's like what?
very strange,
That's
bro.
just when too many people are too drunk at the same time.
Yeah, and Canadians love to fucking
And
drink,
they love to
man.
drink, and they
but
love
like
to,
the
and they
ones
love
that
to
are the
talk.
usual king of the dot, like the usual like 500 that would come to like the events, because I'm sure like this time they're up to 1,000 and shit.
Yeah.
So like
That's
the-
a lot of fucking people, man.
It is,
Like,
but
it doesn't
look,
sound
fucking-
like it, but
dude,
that's a lot of
Battle
fucking
of the Bay 5 MOB, there was like 1,400 people in the
Yeah.
building, and you could still hear those battles.
And I
man.
felt that shit when I was in the room. I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn!" Like that was my first time like battling on a big stage like that. You know
But
what I'm
part of it
saying?
is
Like,
because there wasn't a huge
uh,
bar. It was like a fucking daytime.
big warehouse.
Yeah, it was like a warehouse
And,
thing. It
it's
was
like
a daytime
two-story
thing.
Like I hear a lot of people were saying on the Ustream here that they get up to the second floor to try to get a better view, and you couldn't hear anything. Like you
Yeah.
literally had no idea what was even going on.
So
in
they
the
don't
Ness
give a
battle.
fuck if you can't hear and that's kind of how I felt at Vendetta sometimes, just because it's a whole nother area up there. But they
Yeah.
had it mic'd up and shit like a lot better, you know. But
Either way, weird fucking audience. I think there was a lot of people that aren't usually a part of those the King of the Dot audience,
Yeah.
and they made for a lot of fuckery. You know what I mean? It
they were
really only
there
takes,
to
like,
drink and see
It only
Drake.
takes like fucking, one person to make a fucking scene in a battle. If you got 20 people who are all in different groups around a
Yeah,
1,000
just
person
wilding out.
club, just having their own private conversations, their own I don't give a fuck about this battle moments. It's
Yeah.
gonna lead. And the thing is like, even like the guy who turns around and says to shut up to preserve the battle has now lost focus on the battle.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, it's all.
And everybody looks. Everybody looks behind him. Who's talking? Who's doing what?
So let's go ahead and call fucking Tony Madness,
All right, I'll call him
and we'll fucking talk to him about him versus Uno Lavos, who, by the way, I don't know if you could hear the intro at the beginning of the show, but it was Uno Lavos from Battle of the Zay saying, "Yo, you're watching the Dirtbag Dan show." I thought that was so funny. We had to set it up. Tony Madness.
Yeah, what's up, guy?
What
Hey,
up, Tom?
you're on the Dirtbag Dan show with Caustic, myself, and fucking Skylar. Well, we had to call you from Skylar's
Welcome to the Caustic and Skylar show.
There's no way. Am I really on the Dirtbag Dan show?
Ah, you're a bitch. We're talking about we're just starting to talk about you versus Lavos. We haven't started talking about it yet. I figured we'd do it together, but we were just.
Figure we do it together.
Oh, pause! You in that East Coast pause
Yo,
mentality?
Sancho, yo, like,
Yo,
just
why
'cause
was
we're on
we-
the phone doesn't
we
mean
doesn't-
we're together. You
we
know
don't
what I
mean
mean?
we have to
Don't
do
be
it.
telling people shit like that.
Don't say do it.
Just relax, all right?
So
Yo, we gonna do it.
fucking, we were just talking about Shotty and Ness, dude, and how weird that.
Yeah, I'm watching it live, actually.
Weird. The blackout audience was pretty fucking weird, right? Just like as per the usual Toronto King of the Dot audience.
I mean, it was. I'm sure it was like a culmination of things where, it's kind of. I think the announcement of Drake being there in advance kind of helped and caused some things, but also combined with the audio, like people up in the VIP area on the second floor, you couldn't hear shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people in the back might have had problems hearing things.
So you don't care. You can't hear. You don't care. You start
But there were,
conversations.
I've seen at least like 50 chicks just walking around trying to be like super cute and shit. Like chicks you would never see at a fucking battle.
so you'd say it was an improvement.
I would
Yeah,
say.
visually, absolutely. You know, I don't give a shit.
When did your battle take place in relation to Shotty versus Ness?
I think I was the one right before it.
Wow, because it seemed like people gave a lot more of a fuck about your guys' battle than they did about Shotty and Ness. Like, it seemed like...
Yeah, honestly, man, being in the ring, it didn't really sound like that. I don't know, the camera must have picked up something different, but theirs, I also didn't feel like was as bad as it was when I watched it on video. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, there was you could hella hear side conversation in that one almost more than any other battle, more than even the Disaster and Arcane shit. And
I thought they were killing it, and I'm just like, yo, people really talking through this shit. Like, I kind of watched it, when I was there, but I had to do my after interview and all that shit, so I missed like the intro and all that stuff. But like, yeah, I kind of was just like, people talking through it. It's kind of weird because they were killing it, both of them.
Yeah, I thought that both of them were killing it. Did you feel like the audience kind of was riding with Shotty from the gate and not so much with Ness?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no getting around that. Like,
why?
they
Why?
fucking
Why?
was
Why
screaming
do you
his
think
name
that is?
before
Shotty's
it even
hot right
started.
now.
Is it Shotty's hot right now? It's not like an America.
No,
fucking thing?
like Shotty, like his I think his breakthrough performance battling was against Fingers,
and
which
that,
was
yeah.
in Toronto.
Okay,
and,
yeah.
the same way like Uno's hot
people
in
forget
England.
that he already
you know what
rocked
I
up
mean?
there.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like,
And he's dope, so there's that too. You know what I mean? He's good.
It's
Yeah.
weird. You feel like I just felt like Ness had the edge on, would have had the edge on crowd response there. You know what I mean? Having had like classic battles and
You know what Ness is like to battle rap?
what?
He's kind of like Shane Mosley. You know what I mean in boxing,
Uh,
where
it actually
where
makes
he's
a lot
like
of sense.
fundamentally great, but he doesn't. He's not too much of a character or anything to really gain like the mass amount of respect that he deserves. He's just good at what he does, and he doesn't try to go beyond things like that. But he's great. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I think that's the kind of what he is to battle rap.
So if he's Mosley, then who's De La Hoya?
Huh?
Uno fucking Lavos.
if Nestle is Shane Mosley, then who's De La Hoya?
Whatever. I can't hear you.
Who
Oh,
the? Oh my
You
God!
see, you got to
Tony.
talk to right there.
Uno
Ooh.
Lavos would be Prince Nassim.
No.
Uno Lavos would be Prince Nassim.
Uno Lavos would be Prince Nassim. What was I gonna say? Let's start talking about this. You versus Lavos. And you and we had talked about this on the phone. You felt like Canada was gonna ride more for Lavos from the gate than you, and
that happened.
that happened.
That did happen.
Did you feel like that?
Yeah, I mean, I told him I told him forever. I was like, let's just do it in America, just because I got nothing against London or Toronto, but we're both Americans. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's weird when you go somewhere else and try to talk American shit to another American. It's just
Well, I
it's
mean,
weird,
like,
you
really,
gotta
though,
cut
like-
things out because people aren't gonna understand and stuff like that.
Like really though, like London and Toronto are kind of like hometowns for Lavos in a way. Like that's where his fan base is, you know. Like he doesn't battle
Yeah,
in
I mean,
Philly.
he's getting love.
Yeah, and fuck, man, I don't want to feel like I'm alienating any given audience per se, but I'd say if anyone was to be okay with a fucking like booty duty joke or like your mom's.
Did he say that? Did he say
Yeah, he had a booty duty.
What did it say?
He had
What
like a
was it?
legitimate booty duty rebuttal
I don't
in the
remember
beginning of
that.
the second round, and it got good. It got 10 times the reaction that Ness's fucking Transformers bar did.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
It was
about?
pretty. It was, but yeah, like
I was also very surprised about, and I think he said, I think the line was, treat me like Megatron and throw a rig in the fight.
yeah, treat me like
I think that's what he
Megatron and throw a rig in the fight.
Yeah.
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 He was like,
I
went
was
in
very
tonight.
surprised. I thought that line was dope as shit.
Yeah. No, it is.
It's a good line.
It's very good.
But I think like that. I want to say without being offensive to the Toronto audience, because I've also called them some of the smartest people in battle rap before. But I'm
Yeah, no, there's
It's
nothing
not their
wrong with the
fault.
audience.
I'm talking about you know what I mean? Like I'm talking about the regular audience that I'm used to, as opposed to like the giant audience that was at that event per se.
Right.
But
Yeah.
they fucking
Yeah, when you got a huge audience like that, and only like 5 or 10% of them can really hear what's going on. Plus, they had it. The battle wasn't centered; it was kind of pushed toward the front of the venue where the stage. So it's like it was literally like no one was in front of the battle; everyone was behind it.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, I just feel like if his shit goes over well anywhere, it's in those places, as opposed to like in the Bay Area or even anywhere on the East Coast, even more than here.
Right.
Are they not down for Lavos's particular brand of
Right.
delivery. And I mean, just like, it really comes down to this, because a lot of people will say like, I hate on Lavoz, and Lavoz would be the first one to say that I hate on Lavoz. It's like, what is acceptable in a battle? What are we watching a battle for at this point?
Is it battle rap or is it just a battle?
No, I mean, like,
Insult battle.
are we like fucking are we okay with whatever like elementary ass setup, as long as the punch is something that's going to make us laugh? Do we look past the complete lack of ability to actually rap in order to be entertained in a battle? I think people had like
but there's multiple we's in this equation. There's me and you who were rappers before battlers. Then there's 15-year-old kids who just got into it. Then there's 25-year-olds that are like, I just want to laugh, or 25-year-olds that are like, I only like good rap schemes. You know what I mean? There's multiple different people watching it for different reasons.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's like, I told you kind of initially, I told you in the beginning that I felt like you should have more fucking funny material and less fucking
one of my best friends was like, there's no fucking jokes. I was like, I don't care. Like,
no, we did this.
We
did the same thing in the fucking. We did the same thing in the fucking. In the fucking satire battle. I told you the same shit. I said, "Oh man, there's no fucking jokes in this shit, dude." And I think.
Whatever.
I think at some point, like, I felt your material was still like, having heard it going into the battle, and assuming that Lavos was going to be the exact Lavos that he fucking typically is. I will say that he was stronger in his third round in this battle than he usually is. Usually his third round is just like, he's broken down to like,
that's when he just lets everything go every time.
He's just like talking completely. But I don't know, man. I kind of felt like, as much as I felt like you got robbed, and because I do feel like that. I think a lot of people feel like that. I think the poll on rap music says that you got robbed. But
what is it at? Does anybody know?
It all comes down to like people caring about judging. Like, it never really mattered to me, because it's like they'll give you 5 judges, but then the next battle will have 5 different judges. It's just random, combinations of people. But it's ultimately like, what did you enjoy? What you heard from both ends, or is that what you were looking for, or shit like that? And really, it comes down to the rappers. Like, hey, this is what I wanted to say. And I said it exactly how I wanted to say it.
Well, it's not like the poll isn't crazy. It's 70 to 52 in your favor.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's still like it becomes that question. You're right. And then who is the we? I don't feel like anyone's like, you killed him. I would be like, or he killed you. I'm like, no. And then they're like, you killed him. And I'm like, no. Well, if you killed him, it wouldn't be a fucking question, right? Like, at all. So,
right.
At the end of the day, I don't think either of you fucking, like, killed each other. But I don't, particularly, I'm not the type of dude that, like, is going to, like, go for the, like, rack, crack, sack shit and be like, okay, like, I'm okay with, like, your mom's pussy smells like Pepe Le Pew situation. And that is, like, an okay. And then that's
my main gripe with Lavos. It's like you do have good shit sometimes. You legitimately have some good shit, and then like you just fill it with like just retard shit for sure.
Well, you know how I feel. I think he's fucking whack. That's got nothing to do with anything. I always felt that way. It's not like a legitimate beef or anything. Like, But
and that's all. You should. Bro. I think all rappers should be entitled to feel that somebody's whack. I mean, that's the whole fucking purpose of this battling.
Yeah,
shit.
you're a battle rapper. Not even just a rapper. You're a battle rapper. You're in like competition.
Yeah.
To fucking,
you should like
to say that you're better than the next man.
Everybody's so offended when you call somebody whack. They're like, "Oh my god, like you think I'm whack?" It's like, well, yeah.
It's terrible, especially coming from a rapper standpoint. Like, I fucking made music forever. Like.
Yeah, no one wants to hear any like Uno Lavos music or anything like that.
Not only that, like, I would never complain. Like, I think it's whack to fucking complain about a battle, but it's like from a comedic standpoint too. It's like, you wrote that, like, dude. That's like those are jokes like kids were kicking in like 6th grade, like in the playground.
Yeah, man.
Or like Snapbook.
Yeah,
And that's what I was gonna say to you.
Books.
Where Caustic, where you're like his. I feel like Lavos has good, some good material. I feel like the good material he has is really kind of simple joke shit, and he'll do anything to set it up. It becomes really like that, like really like elementary ass one syllable setups
Right.
to a very simple joke. Well, whether it's funny or not, because I employ that shit all the time. Like a lot of the big reaction I get is like in the last one, fucking, you know, it rhymes with Panda Express. Dan is the best. That's not very complex at all.
Exactly.
Not at all. But it's like that's not like the whole of my material. And I wouldn't have done like a bunch of stupid setups to get into that thing. I realize it's a one line joke. I realize it has an appeal as a stupid joke. I throw it out as a stupid joke, and then I get back to the rapping. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, this is battle rap and not battle joke off.
Of course. And if you drop in little jokes, or if you drop in like, you know, gems, or you want to be tough, or whatever you want to do, as long as you're comfortable with your material, like that you wrote, like that's all that matters, really.
Yeah. One thing.
And I like what I wrote. I mean, I freestyled a little bit about his suit and that fucking Bruin that talked to my son shit, whatever. I freestyled it because he wasn't even wearing a suit. He was wearing a jacket and a tie and some fucking cargo pants and shit. Which is, don't do that.
The fucking legend of Uno Leche.
Like my little freestyling about his suit, you know what I mean? Like that shit was kind of whack.
No, as soon as he
feel
heard,
it and you go for it. You know what I'm saying?
As soon as he
other
heard,
than that,
we were talking about.
Other than that, like I like what I spit a lot. Like, you know.
I thought, like I said when I was saying earlier, I thought you had material that I thought would have won you the battle. Like I thought that you had enough even jokes in there that would have got reaction, and I think that. At some point, the crowd got away from you, and they were just riding hard for Lavos and reacting to really subpar shit. But, you know, he was selling it apparently, so it fucking sold, and it was a strange.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like if you look at it like from the outside view, like whoever likes that is gonna say he won, and whoever likes what I did in that battle is gonna say I won. Because obviously I didn't take my normal approach. But I mean, you know me, Dan. Like I'm a fucking bout it dude. I just like kicking fucking jokes, but sometimes you gotta gag for real.
And that's the thing too. Is like I think that that fucking that hurts you in a battle often because you're so good at the joke shit that when you don't do it, people almost get mad at you. You know what I mean? They're like, you're cheating.
It's
you're
weird
cheating me out of the madness that I came to see. The funny madness. You're fucking like, I know you can rap, motherfucker. You're that's right. You do have fucking albums out and shit. But I didn't come here to see that. You know, I came here to see joke madness.
Multifaceted. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like I'm always kicking jokes. I'm multifaceted. Like, how about this is for an example because Dan was there. How about this night? We went to your little metal show. I'm kicking jokes. Fucking 20 minutes later, I fucking dropped some dude in the street. Like,
yeah.
Shout out to calling it your little metal show.
Yeah, thanks. You and my mom are the only ones that ever refer to my job.
I went to your little metal show.
My shows as little shows. Thanks, bud.
you know what I mean?
I know I'm not.
Sorry.
Oh, motherfucker.
Well, I'll tell you what I don't understand about this battle is I really like my stuff. You know what I mean? I'm happy with it. I said it exactly how I wanted it, minus the little fucking gay freestyle that I throw in there. But he's like legitimately mad at winning.
Yeah, he was online. He was online today. The minute he heard we were going to talk about the battle, like immediately assuming that we were just going to spend the whole show railing him and like.
I wasn't planning on bashing him. Were you planning on bashing him?
I even said it. Like I just said, like nobody killed anyone in that battle.
It's like you kind of make me want to bash on you a little bit.
It's like
you kind of brought it upon yourself.
I told him. I said, hey, why don't you call in the show? But the reality is he's a fucking milkman, and he's got to wake up at fucking 5 in the morning, probably 4, and he's got to get that milk to that fucking Safeway, that fucking Lucky's, and all the milkmen that are here, I want my milk tomorrow morning. If I don't have any and I go to the store, I want that shit to be there. So do your shit, Lavos.
I'm just trying
One
to
day
figure
we'll
out-
get you to stay up late enough to call in the show.
What I want to know is who was on like the milk to my doorstep delivery process.
No, he's not on
still.
that. He's delivering like he's delivering
that's what I
racks.
picture.
Like this.
I picture
He's
a real
delivering
milk-
racks
people
of Sunny
fucking
Farms to Safeway. And
Right.
Yo, so this is what I don't understand. It's weird to me because, like I said, I'm happy with the results of the battle. Like, I don't complain. I've never been the dude to complain or anything like that. Like, I didn't go online talking about the judge's decision because I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I liked it, but I think he's mad, and like some of his fans are mad that I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Like
I was talking
they're
about it
expecting
earlier. I'm
you to
just
be
like,
hella upset and shit.
yo, I'm not upset. Like, yo, I came for business. I did my shit, and I bounced. Like, that was it. Like, I don't understand why I have to be upset. And then they try to talk shit to me, and like I'm supposed to get upset. And then they're like, oh, why are you getting upset? Like, what?
It's like a trap.
Yeah, Lavos fans, especially on Facebook, and I only encounter them when he like tags me in some like shit that he says, and I always say the same thing. I'm like, well, whatever, dude. Like I'm not trying to hate on you. If you but you're a fucking milkman, and you better get that fucking milk to Safeway in the morning.
We're going back.
Yeah,
So help me fucking God,
The
if I get
legend.
there and there ain't no fucking milk there, I'm blaming you because you're the only milkman
Here's
that I
something
know.
about the battle. Here's something about the battle that I can explain.
Shout out to
A lot of
Source.
people don't know the history of the battle. They don't know that I didn't even really know who this dude was, and they started talking shit to me. And then I was like, yo, you know, I get along with everybody. Like, I battle people, and then afterward, we like, let's go fucking drink. You know what I'm saying? I don't do those.
Well,
fucking
he's the
tough
type
guy
of dude too
battles.
that's like Tony, like behind, like he's the type of dude that like in real life would tell you like, yeah, man, you're like my favorite rapper. Like I want to be like you, and then like,
No, he did
and then
that.
like one
He told
person,
that
and
to
then
me
like someone
multiple
comes
times.
around and he's like, I fucking kill you. You know what I mean? Like, or he goes on Facebook and talks hella shit. Like, if anything, like what irks me about Lavos on like a personal level is that he's not the same dude in a battle as he is in real life. In real life, he's quite timid. He doesn't roll well with the punches as far as like us like making fun of him and shit like that. He's not like snapping back. Like me, Thesaurus, fucking Madness, Caustic, fucking Skylar even fucking snaps, bro. Like Abel, we're used to just sitting in a room and just snapping on each other all the time. So like,
Please.
Right.
I'm
Well,
used to that.
let me finish
I'm sorry,
explaining
go
what I
ahead.
was saying here. So people don't know the history is like this dude is like fucking talking shit to me online for like months, and I'm thinking I'll try to keep it cool. Like, yo, it's business. Like I said, I come, I do my battle, that's it. This ain't fucking wrestling. I'm not gonna make a blog about you and how you fucking you're whack and whatever. This dude is like legitimately talking shit to me online, and I'm like, yo, you chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought he was serious, you know, for a little bit, and I'm like, okay then, boy, when I fucking see you, like, we'll see what's good. And then I get there, I did a little something when I got there, and then, then we battled, and, I treated him like a bitch the whole time, but all people see is like, oh, I see Madness kind of talking his round and shit. I'm like, yo, this dude been talking shit to me for months, and I'm keeping it cool. Then when I finally see him, I treat him like a little bitch. Yo, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight Tony game right
Oh
now.
man,
That's awesome.
Yeah, because it's not outside of battling, she's a fucking woman. Like, that's just the bottom line. Like, if I roll up on you and you act like what happened, like, I'm gonna talk all through your shit.
Yeah, man.
There's no like respect boundary anymore at that point, especially like within
Nah,
the
because
battle.
dude talks shit for months. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you had your time. Here's where I'm just gonna fucking treat you like you don't matter.
Yeah.
He's had multiple situations like that with Stacks too, to where like Stacks had to hit him up and be like, "Yo, I'll punch you in your fucking face too." Like,
I think we've all had that moment.
I haven't had to tell Lavos like I will fucking punch you in your fucking face. But I know that you have. I know that
that's
Stacks
like
has. I know that Tony has.
That's not a generational thing. yo, I'm really about that. Don't
People
fucking
shouldn't
talk
have
shit.
to tell
Let's
you
just
that.
battle.
In real life, no one should have to tell you, hey, man, you better chill out or I'm going to punch you in your fucking
So,
face.
yo, I'm warning you because I like you.
Like, no one should have to tell you that. No one should ever have to fucking tell you that. That's some that like.
Yeah, I don't hate him at all. Like,
That's the
I just
shit
had
you
to
have
let
to
him
tell
know,
to
like,
teenagers and shit.
When did it
yeah,
become like a
just
battle?
gotta let
of
him know
the
that he's
ages,
back,
too?
or
Like,
you know, because I'm
generation
not
gap
fucking
shit.
playing that shit.
Yeah, Skyler makes a really good point in that, like, one of his big schemes was this generation gap between like your level or like our level of battler and him. And
Yeah, they're acting like it. You know, I don't know if he thinks he's the face of the new generation, but he's not.
well, what and what
He ain't
constitutes
Pepsi and shit.
what the fuck constitutes a generation
Yo.
in battle rap? Is it a year or 2 years? Because I mean, fuck, man, like we legitimately started like
Yeah,
but,
what are
like,
the
he's
eras?
like riding for dudes like 100 bullets or something like that, and I'm like, yo, that dude's my age. You know what I'm saying?
this
Like,
has been going. This has been going
Yeah.
for 5 years. Like
and he
legitimately,
wants to like,
like, grind
like,
time,
like
Illmatic,
one-on-one
like, it's a
acapella battles.
like
And
for,
so-
Illmatic,
there's
like
been
it's a
eras.
generational thing.
yeah.
And Illmac's only like 2 years older than him. Caustic's the same age. Caustic's my dude. Like,
Yeah, what is this
yo, I like
generational
JC,
shit that
Shotty,
you're
Horror.
talking
You know,
about?
I like all these dudes that are coming up. It's good to see actual talented dudes come up. I just don't think he has any talent. Yo, I'd want you honestly. If you want to know what I think he is, he's the kid. Like all y'all went to high school with this kid. So nobody really knew him. He didn't really have no friends. Turned 18. He got tattoos. He started trying to be funny to gain some friends. Shit.
He just went through that lifestyle change one time.
It was like all those
Yo,
years
cats
of
get one
behind me,
tattoo and they're a whole new
somebody
person.
now. So one thing I wanted to talk about, and it kind of pertains to almost all of the battles that we fucking talked about tonight, your battle and a lot of the fucking battles that we watch in general. And Abel actually brought this point up to me because we talk about judging a lot, and
Right.
something that was kind of like randomly proposed by Abel of all people, which you know how fucking. This is a guy who bought the Zune and then tried to tell me that it was like the wave of the future. But Abel, you know, in one of his moments of genius is like, you know, what about battle rap? Like,
already funny.
what's it? Why isn't there like commissions of judges like there is in boxing to where they aren't necessarily like they're just people who love battle rap, but they've been accepted by the leagues that would use them to judge, and they all judge under one kind of underlined criteria.
So they're like,
Right.
like they're referees basically.
Like judges. No, like judges. Like
yeah,
the
like
athletic,
actual
like the ones
judges.
that call the boxing matches
like
and
for-
MMA.
I mean-
yeah, like qualified people.
Yeah,
and
like the
shit.
athletic commission hires people who don't work for the UFC, who don't work for Bellator, or don't work for any
How
like,
do you-
Golden Boy promotions.
How do you measure that? Like,
Well,
how
I
do you,
think like if anything, like because you can't like I think that Nameless is or Namels as I call him. He's he's fucking Namels is
Nebulous.
Namels is right in that like a numbered system would be effective. Somebody preaches heavy to me the 1820. I can't remember who talks about that. I don't know who it is. That's like it should be 1820s instead of 10-9s because but they're talking about MMA. They're saying
Yeah.
MMA should be 1820s
Kevo.
instead of 10-9s
Yeah.
because then you could have rounds that are it gives a more of a criteria for judging
Right.
since it's more wide open.
Right.
But I think for like if you do like a 10-9 system, if you do a round by round system, then do you say okay, a choke forfeits a round for fucking sure? How long of a choke forfeits a round? Does a stumble forfeit a round?
When are you knocked out? When are
what
you
constitutes a choke?
Yeah.
How long of a choke? Lopeshi style constitutes you completely losing the fucking battle.
like you can't win.
Like if those things were accepted upon, if there was like if you fucking don't say shit for 5 seconds, you choke, you lost that fucking round. If you choke for 10 seconds, you lost the whole fucking battle. If you stumble, then it's a 10-9. It's like
I don't think that's necessarily the case sometimes, though. I'll give you a perfect example. It's an obscure one, but a lot of people have seen it. I know because I judged it. Tantrum versus Bartone.
Oh, that's the most obscure. What the fuck?
Tantrum
Yeah.
immediately.
Tantrum bodied him,
immediately
but he
forgets-
had that
forgets
first
all his
round.
shit.
Yeah, that first round fucked him
He
up.
forgets his entire first round and he freestyles some. No disrespect to Tantrum, but it wasn't very good freestyling. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It
but
was
he
just like,
freestyled.
you know,
Tony.
your standard
He didn't-
freestyle shit.
He wasn't
But then the second
silent.
2 rounds, kill it.
He wasn't silent for fucking 5 seconds at any point. So you would have to call that a stumble.
So he
'cause
basically he took
freestyled.
a knee. He got like punched in the stomach.
He
and
took.
took a knee.
Yeah, he fell. He
Yeah.
fell. It's like a 10-9 round,
He
if
knelt.
anything.
Yeah.
Like.
So
Unless
an
so look
18-20
so if
round?
Bartone's
Well, no,
shitty
because-
too, then
no,
it's a
because-
9-9 round and it's a tie round. You know what I mean?
knockdown's automatic 10-8.
Yeah, knockdown is a 10-8. Yeah, you're
I
right.
mean, the way I feel is, this is again, you know, obviously people aren't gonna see it like I see it, but from a rapper that makes music standpoint, like, there's really no need for judging a battle. You're there to promote yourself, let people enjoy it, and just pick who they thought won, and then buy your music, or both of your music if you
Right.
both make music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can argue amongst themselves. I always let battles be judged because out of respect for the sport. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny because after my battle, Sun Tzu, you know, you guys know Sun Tzu, he was talking to me, and he's like, he's talking about judge battles to me, and he's like, you know, he's like, you know, sorry to put him on the spot, but I thought it was a very dope point he made. He goes, someone like you, he's talking about me, someone like you and the Source to watch the same battle, you both got credible backgrounds, and you could see the battle completely different. Like, you know, who's to say who could judge a battle? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So either do it or don't, basically. Like,
I would say
I don't
that
think they should be judged, to be honest, all of them. Like, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like,
I think
like my wins against Kid Twist or something. Look at Ilmac and Collide. Neither of them were fucking judged, and those are people's favorite ones of mine. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah.
I think that if they do judge, then there should be some kind of criteria that they judge upon. Dragon Baby T shouldn't just be able to be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's to say
Lavos
who's the
won,
judges?
and
Is
then
it
it'd be
people-
done.
I was
Dragon
gonna-
Baby T, Dragon Baby T, why you do me like this? Because I ride
Yeah,
for
but
you.
should the judges-
you vote for
Should
me.
the judges only be people that have done it before? Like, could it be people that have battled before? Like, you know what I
No,
mean?
not necessarily, because I don't think that makes you the best judge of battle rap. If you
understand what
did it
goes
before.
into it.
But you have to adhere to a criteria before you even.
Yeah, like it has to be like a slated,
It's
like.
already like a pre. It would have to be like a pre-written criteria that all.
Like, even my battle, like, it was only a 1 vote difference. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And one of them was Tasha Baby T literally just being like, I think Lavos won. no
you should have
explanation.
fucking explained yourself.
No
I
explanation.
yeah, I
rode
was
for
standing
you.
right there, too.
I
And I
rode
just
for
said,
you
great
when you voted for me.
explanation.
And
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
I don't think that-
If
I
you
don't-
want to vote for Lavos, that's fine. I just want to know why, because it's
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm never.
Exactly.
I'll never be mad that people think
you
you
don't
won.
get to
But
do
if you're
that.
gonna be a judge,
Yeah.
You
and
don't
give an
get-
explanation.
You
I
don't
just
get
wanna
to
know why
do
someone
that,
judged.
Dragon Baby T. You fucked up. You fucked it up.
Like, yo, anyone can
she's
think
gonna
that he
be out
won.
here.
I don't care.
She's gonna
because
be out here
it
for the
ultimately
420
comes-
event. I want to get Dragon Baby T on the show to talk about, and I'm gonna be like, you fucked. Hey, listen, you fucked it up.
You know you fucked up, right?
You fucked it up.
You know, you're fucked up, right?
But I think you should have to have an explanation. But I think that forever it's been a fucking the dude was tight and other dude, but I thought like dude was snapping. It's always been like
You know what? Another thing too. This is strictly a cosmetic thing. The judging segments take up too much fucking time on the video.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they do.
That's why we didn't judge for the Battle of the Zay. If you really want to fucking know, like, really, it wasn't like because like I had some profound like feeling about judging. Because honestly, like, battle rappers care way more about that than the cats that are throwing the events. And it's some fucking thing that you have to do. Like for King of the Dot, holy shit. Like I see they have to organize hell of shit for the judges. They have separate camera people that only do judging.
Yeah,
they
it's
have
a whole
full,
back
like,
room
they have full, like,
situation.
so I'm like all for, like, as an event promoter in the rare events that I do that, like for the Battle of the Zay.
Let me work.
Please
Let me work.
please let me work. I say no fucking judging because it's a fucking way too much shit to set up
Yeah,
at the event.
it takes up too much time. People end up getting mad. Like, say somebody won that they didn't want. You know,
Yeah.
say like Lavoz won this battle, and like my fans will talk shit to him. Like, if nobody wanted to battle, everyone could enjoy it.
But that's the other thing too, and I'm sure if Organic was here, he would argue that judging breeds controversy, which breeds more views in the battle. More people go back. Your fans go back and argue, and every time they have to go back to look if somebody said some shit about what they said on YouTube. That's another fucking view on your battle. That's a reality. Like whether it's like how much that like actually transfers into views and numbers, like versus first time viewers and shit, or repeat viewers who are watching the whole battle.
Yeah.
You know, people go back just to fucking have conversations. If you see one motherfucker arguing with another dude or posting 4 times, that's 4 views that one dude put on there, and he wouldn't have.
Yeah, but they could still have the same argument without judging.
They definitely
could have the same argument.
They definitely could.
Another point I don't agree with is judging makes people bring their A game. I don't agree. I think judging makes people bring the game they think is going to secure a win in front of that audience. You know what I mean?
The GSP formula.
I think if you don't have judging, and I know that sounds like, oh, they're going to kill it, but not necessarily. People think, oh, this crowd likes this, I'm going to go for this. Like, whereas there's no judging, you're going to go for things like what you feel and do the best of like, oh, I got no fucking boundaries. I don't got to try to win. I'm going to fucking take this chance.
Well, it's always like some shit, right? It's always like a decision you make to either ride with the audience there or the audience watching the battle on YouTube, and the audience there accounts for the judges too. Like you're thinking like, what's going to win me this battle today when it's judged, or
the lighting,
versus what's going to win me. Well, the lights can really fuck you up too, obviously. Yeah. But what's going to win?
Generally, me personally, my style is always, just because I'm that kind of person,
lends
it is
itself
always
to online.
Fucking get the audience crazy though. Always.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was going to say. You're way more of you get good punchline reaction in the moment, but
just because that's just how I rap. Like, that's my personality. Like, this battle specifically, not that route. I really wrote it for dudes that's really gonna feel what I said. I didn't talk about anything else. I was like, there's gonna be heads that feel what I say, and that's all I really care about.
Yeah. Fucking, you should have been funnier. At the end of the
all
day,
that for nothing.
You spent too much time talking about fucking Lavos.
You do so many battles. Like, who cares if you win or lose? Like, sometimes you just want to do something. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you. It's
no one's trying to be the best battle rapper in the world. Like, what do you get, a fucking Burger King crown and like a fucking free lunch? Like,
well, that's what that goes to, right, Tony? That's what it comes down to. If you're judging, then you're trying to win the judges that day, or you're trying to win the long battle, which is the YouTube battle, which is the one that's going to live with you forever. So if they eliminate,
I'm trying to win the buy my music battle,
which is probably definitely closer to the YouTube one than the live one for sure. Although I sell a shitload of fucking CDs at live events, I would say King of the Dot in Toronto, I've sold more hand-to-hand CDs at the live events.
Oh, out of the country?
There. Yeah.
I mean, you know how it goes.
Oh,
remember we went to Australia?
Dude, remember we went to the UK? We put it on the table, it disappeared. We put it on the table, it disappeared. The first time we went there.
Yeah, because me and Dan, we've been on trips together. Like, we sell our shit immediately.
Yeah, it's gone. Like, we're there for 10 days, and 5 days we don't have merch to sell. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's only so much that you can get into the country, even when you ship.
And that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be the best battle rapper. Like, I know Lavoz says he wants to be an entertainer or whatever, but what's your end game? My end game is that I want to be an entertainer because I do music. Battling has stepped up the sales on Critical Madness music like tenfold, and I'm sure, Dan, you see the same thing, Skylar.
No question. And it's not why I still battle. A lot of people think that because I already have that fan base. I mean, there are people that fucking
just for the love of the sport, man.
I like it. I still fucking like the battle, so I still do it. I mean, genuinely,
it's fun.
Like you're all jaded, especially after this fucked up experience. But you'll watch us the Alcatraz shit, and you'll be like, "Fuck, I should have been battling on that card." You know what I mean?
I want to battle at Alcatraz. I just like being in the bay.
Yeah, you just want to be out here kicking it, and that's like that whole like all that shit, all that comes with that. Win or lose, like the life is pretty fun in that regard. And just that fucking
Soros versus Madness 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, snap.
That'd be hella tight.
Fucking Tony Madness. We'll have to get you over to this side of the country and then come in and sit on the show for real. And because I
well, you know, I'm gonna be back over there. I'm, you know, eventually maybe try to move back. You know.
Fuck yeah, man. I mean,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Once you lived on the West, I fucking nothing against Orlando. Fucking aside.
Nah, well, I'll tell you what. When I go outside and it's 100 degrees here, and I go outside over there and it's 65 degrees, that's
say.
the
The fucking sweltering humidity, the fucking terrible fucking dude, like San Jose is getting pretty gully. You should see it. Like it's like the Tenderloin downtown, but fucking Orlando, one of the craziest places I've ever been.
Yeah.
Like on some
definitely.
on some hood shit. Like just like being in neighborhoods and going, oh yeah, I recognize this. I know.
Nah, we went through Orlando, huh, Tom?
it's pretty wild here, man.
I was in Orlando
you know, it's good
with
people in a bad situation, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I was in Orlando with Tony's brother, like after Tony left. Like,
Oh, shit.
It's like
Oh,
Frank
no.
left and Tony left,
Oh,
and I
my.
was just rolling with fucking.
He's texting me right now to say fucking obscene things to you
He's
on
like,
the
tell
air.
him, tell him he's a fucking pussy face.
No, shout out to my brother Bubs. He wants me to get
Yeah.
crazy, but I'm not saying none of that
Oh,
shit.
he's not gonna
what
say
up,
any
boss?
of that shit, bro. None of it, dude. Well, yeah, all right, man. We'll talk to you soon, Tony. Thanks for fucking calling in.
Hey, real quick before I go, well, thank you. Number one,
For sure.
Madness of Skylar G, Delicatessen.
Yeah.
Chill.
It's fucking coming out soon.
The
Yo,
delicatessen.
shit is fresh.
I'm at the delicatessen. And
Shout out to King of the Dot. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for having me up for the battle. I really enjoyed the battle. I think Lavoz is going to go delete all of his complaining, whining threads about it.
at Mr. Madness on Twitter. Hey, fucking Tony, hold on. Hang on for fucking 5 minutes and we'll do some online questions. So everybody feel free. I'm going to go back through the fucking threads right now. Tony's with us right now, so if you want to ask Tony a question, hit us up preferably on Twitter at Dirtbag Dan Show, because then I will fucking see it immediately. But right off the bat, let's see what we got going here. Which Alcatraz battle are you looking forward to the most, aside from our own Caustic?
Oh,
And Madness,
besides,
you two.
dude, I'm mad juiced on Topper battling.
Oh
again.
yeah, that's
I'm
probably the
super
one.
pumped about
Especially
that.
since it's Isaac too.
Hey,
'cause
God, that's a good one, man.
Isaac is nice. Like cats don't
Yeah.
know Isaac is nice as fuck. Like, and I don't mean like nice
Yeah.
like he helps old
No,
ladies
he's tight,
across
though.
the street and like fosters kittens. He does all that shit.
Yeah.
But
He's
he's
nice like
also
that, but yeah,
he's
he's
also nice. Like he could actually rap well. So I
And
think
Topper's
that
not.
Topper's
not
evil
nice.
and raps
burn
so
old
well.
ladies.
Topper's
Like,
not a
industry,
nice
yeah.
dude to most
Yeah,
people.
yeah, oh yeah, you know it's gonna be a good one.
people don't know like Topper's like mildly like satanic and shit too. So this is really gonna go somewhere like really interesting. So.
I think that's a great addition, and if Lush One set it up, Lush One's got the mind built for like fucking knowing what's good. Like I remember when he told me, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this Arsenal versus Conceited battle popping," and I'm like, "What?"
All right. So what are we? Dear Caustic, remember when Mike Flames challenged you to a steel cage match and you got scared as fuck of the imminent danger thrown your way?
Do you remember why that happened?
Chris Hansen.
That just sounds crazy. Is that real?
Who did
that happen?
Flames really challenge you to a steel death
He
match?
challenged me to a boxing match in Toledo, wherever he lives.
I think there
Glass
needs to
City.
be more boxing
Wherever
matches.
Glass
Wow.
City is.
Wow.
And do you know why that all started?
Why?
He got
Why?
super pissed off at me because I posted a thing on rap music that said he looked like Sergey from Delocated. And he got mega pissed off at me. I was like, really that?
Oh,
Yo, that's good. That's good.
Oh shit. Oh
Hey,
shit.
real quick,
That's why me and
still,
Mike Flames-
since I'm on the air here, I've been trying forever. You guys know, battle rap, drinking competition, Guzzle Mania. Me and my boys versus whoever.
Dude,
Guzzle Mania?
wonky-eyed madness,
Guzzle Mania.
aka motherfucker. You do
Snurgler
not
Snack'ems,
You do
dude.
not want to meet Snurgler Snack'ems, bro. You don't fucking want to meet that dude. You do not want to meet him. Okay.
Yo, I ate
about that
a
shit,
fucking
man.
entire, that 5-layer dip. I ate the whole fucking thing the other night.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, okay. Question for everyone, I guess, but it's
Wasn't
because
his
of
fault
Madness.
either.
So
Dude,
Madness.
I haven't heard that
Question
shit
for
in
you,
so long.
Madness. Any other concept battles you would want to see or do? The movie reference one was
Wait.
dope.
Repeat it for me.
Just J123 on rap music says any other concept battles that you want to see or do. He liked the movie one.
You know what, man? I really enjoyed the concept of the movie battle. It's for a specific group of people, and I think I can only do that once. Unless someone presented such an ill concept that I haven't thought of that I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty fucking cool. And nothing not like, hey, you dress up as a woman and the girl will dress up as a guy. Like, not like that one, but you know what I'm saying?
Somebody says, what is somebody saying? Race on Twitter is saying, hey, mate, DM your show's number so we can add Mr. Disaster to call in 20 minutes. To which I reply, no. I love Diz. We'll have Diz on the show another day, and I won't be foolish
Yeah,
enough.
you get Diz on the phone. That's a good 2 hours
I
right there.
I won't be foolish enough to try and fucking like share Diz's attention with anybody else. We're just gonna have straight disaster. We'll have a whole hour of disaster ranting on the show one of these days for sure. That would be a good time.
Man.
Whoever he battles next, I think he might have done ones in like Australia.
Yeah,
this
he
weekend.
did actually. He
But,
battled in Australia.
I mean, the American side, the next one he does is going to be fucking out of control.
I'm sure it always is. Question for Mr. Stefani
Out of control.
from Trollinist.
Trolliness?
From Trollinist. I'm still on
I
rap
can't
music
wait.
right now. I'm going
I
to jump
can't
over
wait.
to OTBVA after this
I
one.
can't wait.
How often does he reminisce on his relationship with Arcane? Do they still have secret Facebook meetings to trade bars? I don't even know why. I don't know
people
why I
like
read that. I don't know
just-
why.
Why did you read that?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't even. I just
Trolliness?
Heard, I just heard question from
You
Mr.
should have
Stefani.
seen trolliness and just left it at that.
I fucked up, man.
All right.
I like.
I mean,
I will never answer one of Trollinist questions ever again.
You know what,
bro.
though, man?
I really fucked
It's
up
like
there.
if you guys really want to be mad at my Lavoz battle, man, Caustic wrote that whole shit.
Okay, fuck, no wait. And then I was
Yeah,
dude,
right.
I was right about to say question for Madness, and it was another Trollinist question, and I will not even fucking read it now.
Hit me with it.
Man. No, it's I'm not reading
It's on
it.
principle.
That guy's just being a dick.
Here's one. I got a fucking intelligent question.
Okay,
do you
great.
wish battling was more like the end of 2009, beginning of 2010, as opposed to now, where it's more lucrative, or do you miss like the feeling from the
Dude,
beginning?
you asking me?
To everyone.
Everybody, you
yeah,
first, you
everyone.
first.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tony. You first.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Do I wish it was like the end of 2009, like the height of the grind time era?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Not because, like, dudes are getting older now or anything like that. It's just that all of the best matchups, like, hadn't happened yet. You know what I mean? Like, they were just happening. Like, the Battle of the Bay was growing. Like, it was fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Battle of the Bay 5, still the best Battle of the Bay
Yeah,
ever. I
hands
don't
down.
care.
Battle of the Bay 5 is the most fun I've ever had.
That was a
at
great
any-
event. That was a great event.
Like, every battle was so good. Like,
But
and,
you, but you could never
I
have
love the
that
return.
Again, though.
Yeah, it's
I
never
think
going to
if
be
it was like that, I think if it was like that, though, and with the way URL is now, combined with that at that time, that would be the perfect thing. You know what I mean?
I think it's really it comes down to the way it's presented, because I think the Battle of the Zay, everybody commented on it having that same feel of the Battle of the Bay battles, even though the numbers weren't fucking like the Battle of the Bay battles.
Right.
They were like the Battle of the Bay 1, and I hope the Battle of the Zay grows in that regard. And becomes.
That event was crazy, man. I was right there. That shit was awesome.
I think that it's gonna be something that grows, and I hope that we're able to kind of maintain that feel of like when we didn't know fucking what we had was so great. But I think also like things naturally evolve, and I'm really not mad at battle rap where it is now. You
know what I'm mad at?
What?
I'm mad that my sarcastic joke just got lost in you talking about yourself.
It happens a lot on the show, Tony. Don't worry about it.
Self-indulgent
Don't
dance
worry.
show.
It happens, bro.
Can we get a button for the self-indulgent dance show?
It's
just
part
gotta
of
be
this.
You know what it is, man? It's that my rhymes are so uncreative, bro. I don't have good schemes, you know?
Oh man.
You don't do a lot of multis.
Okay, so let's see. You don't do a lot of multis. I really wish that you would just scream fucking that pussy smelt like random cartoon characters more, and then.
Yo, I spit a bunch of filler, man. It's terrible.
Yo, your pussy smells like street sharks.
Your pussy smells like.
Street
That
sharks.
should make me laugh.
Yo,
I'm a
See,
victim.
it works.
Street sharks.
It works. It's easy.
I'm a victim.
yo, your grandma
You know
works
what
at the post
I'll tell you
office.
this, though. You know what I don't like?
What?
Is that we've come to an era where, and this even applies to me, this applies to anybody. We've come to an era where if shit is whack, there's an excuse for it now. Nah, that's just a new way of doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like, cats will try to make it like, you don't understand. Like, this is how they're doing it now. Everything has an excuse.
Yo, Bubs Love on at Beelzebub on Twitter asked Madness, why don't you start a whiskey rap league, which would maybe be like a round, and then you take shots, and then you do another round.
Do
and then
double
you take
shot
shots.
before each round.
Yeah.
Body
Dude,
shots.
you know why I wouldn't start it? Because I actually drink enough not to be lazy enough to not go and do that.
Yeah, that would be like if I'm drunk, the last thing I want to do is hang out with a bunch of dudes. And
No,
talk
but it's
dick
like
jokes.
the
Dude,
key
yeah,
is to
ask anyone
drink
that's around
enough
me
to
when I'm
where it
drunk,
affects
like,
you while you're rapping.
People wouldn't even be able to battle. I'd be like fucking breaking shit while they're trying to rap. Like,
He'd be robbing fridges and shit.
Yo,
Saying inaudible shit.
fucking T.O. Battle Blogdamus Prime on dude, T.O. Battle Blog just fucking rickrolled me.
Whoa.
They're like, did you see this? And I clicked it, and it was fucking, I got rickrolled. Skylar G, Crescent Swerve, has a question on rap music. He says, how did you feel about Mad Child dissing you? And if you were there, would you have yelled something? or would you have tried to face the dreaded Silver-Eyed Lion?
Man, I don't know if I would be able to even stand up to the Silver-Eyed Lion. Like, well, I mean, I'd stand over kind of.
Yeah, you would be. Yeah, you'd
he
be
didn't-
standing at a road.
He kind of like just said that I exist. He didn't really diss me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool. He knows who I am. Whatever. I ain't
Yeah,
mad at it.
man. Yeah, he was like, you get beats from Skylar G.
It's
you know?
true. I mean, he didn't lie about
hey,
it.
sometimes you catch a stray.
Yeah. Hey.
Sometimes you catch a stray. you're just there to catch a stray.
I was more worried when I saw Pete and he was like, Soros was like, oh, I didn't write any bars about you. I'm gonna write some bars about you real quick. I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
fuck, don't.
What
do
about
that, man.
what about I think they went in on Itchy.
Yeah, they went.
Really?
Itchy got it too.
Itchy got it. He got called DJ McLovin and shit. And Itchy's not like Skylar. He's not as passive. We can't even have Itchy on the air. Itchy'd be like, fuck you. Fuck that. He's like, fuck that shit. He'll throw fucking mic stands through Mad Child's windows and shit.
Yo,
man.
I swear to God, I was at a fucking concert and some band was throwing out magic cards, you know, like Magic the Gathering.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Dan, you remember this? And someone threw a card that was a fucking silver-eyed lion.
Yeah!
I sent it to Dan.
Yeah, he sent me a
Holy
picture of it.
shit.
Yeah, awesome. He's like,
Yeah.
not only did I catch a magic card, it was the dreaded silver-eyed lion. Oh shit. Okay. What else? We need more questions. You got any questions on the Ustream there?
Here, I'm looking.
you
Somebody
got-
wanted to know
I got
about
a
Lush
whole
One
nother
taking
page
acid.
of. Well, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, I said someone was asking about Lush One taking acid.
Yo, what's up with this video of Lush when he's like in like junior high and they show like
Oh yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, what?
What?
it's you haven't seen
You haven't
it?
seen
like,
that?
It's like fucking. They have like a meme of it.
Dirty
on-
Girls, bro.
Yeah, Dirty
You haven't
Girls,
seen
bro.
Dirty Girls?
It's like I wish I knew what minute and second it is, but you just see him for like 3 seconds and he's got a Kangol on backwards and he just goes, whoa, whoa,
Is it like a
whoa,
movie?
whoa. He's like, oh, these bitches, wow, whoa, 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 whoa.
No, he's like, God, yeah.
What is it though? Like a movie?
He's like, I'm the
Documentary?
Don. He's like, I'm the Don. Whoa, 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 whoa,
What is it though? Like,
It's
what-
like it's
what
like
is
a
it?
documentary.
What the fuck is that,
It's like a
dude?
documentary
I think
about
this
is that
Dirtbag.
noise?
proves my theory that the Lush One is ageless, man. He's like Keanu Reeves.
You're gonna find like some like ancient scrolls that have like paintings of Lush and shit.
Yo, Lush One,
And
he's
Uggs
no
and
right.
shit.
Yo,
The immortal and shit.
Like
He's immortal.
He's like chunking the deuces in front of a bunch of like.
That's why he
fucking
can go to
pilgrims
King of
and
the
shit.
Dot and wear Uggs because he's lived through every fashion era ever imaginable.
Dude, that's why E40 wrote that shit about turning tight ones and the Hebrews going dumb because fucking Lush was there
Yo,
to
Lush
incite
One
that
jumped
shit.
fucking.
Lush incited
Yo,
a
he
sideshow
jumped
at the fucking
dimensions.
Sphinx and shit.
He was like, "Yo, drink this."
That shit was fresh. The Sphinx sideshows, nobody remembers those.
Holy shit. Okay, man. All right, Madness.
Mad
That's
Cat's in the
that's
building.
it. We're done with the questions. Thanks for fucking calling in,
All
my
right,
dude.
fellas, you guys be easy.
We appreciate it. Thanks for fucking dropping some gems on us.
Anytime. I'll make my way over there in person.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Later.
User.
You're-
Peace.
Um,
Peace.
All right, that was
Peace.
fucking. That was your boy, Mr. Madness.
Peace.
Fucking
Goodbye.
having the decency to call him the Dirtbag Dan show. Yeah, we went over on time a little bit, but we were like 10 minutes late anyway, so I guess it's all goody. Abel texting you to probably say dumb shit. Probably be like, fucking, I still have my Zune and it holds 5 million songs.
Abel in the
I
Zoom.
have pictures, video, MP4s.
Fucking thing looks like a pack of cigarettes and shit.
This
There's a screen on my cigarettes.
multi-directional button lets me navigate so easily.
I don't have to spin it or anything.
Damn, you know what? T.O. Battleblog was trying to rickroll Sunny Bamboo, and it was like I was just an innocent bystander.
What if
So
you
it's
got
like,
King's Offspring? Like that was the new Rick
that
roll.
was the new one.
And like
You could just get
fools
King's
would just
Offspring.
bomb you with Jesus dancing, and then Jesus is my M bomb, and then all the King's Offspring
dude.
and all the King's horses
I wish,
and all the King's men.
dude.
Paul's.
How tough do you think that Jesus rides for KO like upstairs?
I think he's fucking down. Honestly, I think Jesus fucks with King's Offspring.
that's why I think like him and question from Thesaurus of all people. Are you ready for 16-bar associative wordplay scheme about body hair from 100 bullets? He said, what are all the brands of like shaving gel and shit? You'd be like,
Yo,
you,
when the-
'cause you got that Old Spice and your cold gate.
It's a crime that the barber saw.
I'll put the barbers on. I'll put the no. I'm
That's
sorry,
a
you didn't hear
legitimate
that. I
line.
said I'll put the bars to y'all.
When because I'm a barber, y'all.
Moving Mach 3, homie.
Move at Mach 3.
Yo, that's
with-
tight though. If
grabs
he's,
the
I hope
big-
he says that exact line to you in the battle,
fuck,
and
man.
it works.
Here I am giving him bars.
Wouldn't that be like? Remember when you did that? Remember when you remembered some old
He's
shitty
just-
Johnny Storm leftover shit I said, and then said
and
it
then
to me?
but I fucked it up. I switched it around.
and so to throw me off,
I
and
switched
I
it.
lost
See, a lot of
again.
people don't know me and Caustic
I was like,
battled.
God fucking damn.
Me and Caustic battled
Motherfucker.
at Rock the Bells,
I was
and
so
it was like in the
fucking
second
pissed
round of
off.
some tournament shit after I killed O'Blimey. A lot of people seen that. But I did. He was like, me and Caustic fucking.
It's my worst battle. I would say.
I was there when he
like
was.
by far my worst battle.
I was there when he was writing for Johnny Storm, so I knew shit that he had for Johnny Storm and like throwaway shit. And I was like, and I knew that it applied to him, and so I used
said
it.
my own
But what I
shit to
did,
me.
but what I did was I changed the bars around so that, and I was like, what was it? Fucking, I said you have the physical features, and he was gonna say, and he's like, oh, of a mythical creature, and I was all, no, of a pitiful tweaker, with the beak of a bird like a mythical creature, and he's like, oh, you motherfucker, so you're using my own shit. I'm on stage, I'm like, I'm the devil.
I can't even freestyle about it and shit because I'm so upset about it. Like I'm just like saying what's happening. I was like, I'm fucking up and you're using my shit. I was like, fuck you.
All right, let's do the let's freestyle our way out of this
That was
bitch.
bullshit.
Or we could spit some fucking
I'll
written
never
shit.
forget
We'll
that.
do a little bit of both, probably.
At least they invited us to play on the Wu-Tang stage before that battle.
I said, they said, Dirtbag Dan ain't nothing to fuck with. Dirtbag Dan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I didn't know I lost yet.
Yo, I'm about to go on.
I rock that shit.
I want to go on an obscure ass fucking woo tour like Sharon did. That sounds fucking super
I have
fun.
to know what those shows are
Just
like. I
Sharon
want
and
to
Inspector Deck in fucking.
Like, do they come out together
And
and
like-
just rocking and Sharon's just pulling bitches on stage and pushing them off.
It's
just fucking like just reggae humping
Sharon's
these
an
bitches.
animal.
Like,
Hey, did you get your turntables from over there? Yeah. This
Using
was
the
like
car.
this was like whispering and shit. I'm like, hey, did you get
Yeah,
your
I'm like,
turntables?
what do you want?
Get your fucking car, man.
Where are their beer? Can I have
Yeah,
a
I
beer?
really got rickrolled.
yeah, I've been asking for a beer for so long.
Okay, yeah. What we got a beat selection. Yeah. I'ma set this shit off. Yes, Dirt. Why you frontin', ho? You know you want it, though. When I grip the mic and spit it and I'm drinking Budweiser, it isn't wiser or tighter than the average PBR that I'm sipping. You fucking tripping, I'm dipping my dick in any chick I want to. You front do, I bring it back. I'm only busting in my wife, though. These MCs like you dirty, spitting rhymes is tight, though. I passed the mic over to Caustic, but he got it on a pole that's in front of his face. Pause. MCs is like Dirtbag, he got them raw ass bars and paws like a bear and shit. And I don't care and shit. He trying to open up his bear and shit. Bars, cars, I'm Nova Scotian, dope, I'm roping. I'm off the rope and smoking. I'm hitting on the glass dome and shit. These MCs like Dirtbag Dan is sick, and then they girlfriend hit the dome and spit. Go.
Bone to spit. I got another microphone and shit. Kicking back in my chair like I'm Capone and shit. When I roll a switch, you already know your bitch is already going with. And I'm in the back of the lack. No, my bad, it's a minivan. Rolling through with more fucking green than a Mickey's can. Walk around your hood in a chain that costs 50 grand. Walking through your fucking trap like I don't give a damn. Bitch, it's Dan, not Dirtbag, though. You the first rap hole that I ever seen. Tryna be up on the penis, bitch, you already know I mean it. And I already got a thesis. I'm sitting next to Jesus, so you can't even fucking see us. It's just me and Skylar. We just getting violent. Money's just a pile up. This sounds like some bad shit. I'm just on some rap shit. I'm just came through trying to get my money with my Mac shit. I'm in the bag, bitch. Rolling hard through your city, though. Shit is gritty, though. Catch me up on Vimeo.
Catch
Got
me up
pretty
on
hoes.
Vimeo with some pretty hoes. Bend them over and I might just touch a titty hoe. Yo, let me rock a flow. I know it's the Skylar and Caustic show, but I got to go. Hit the fucking stop and go. Pick myself up a motherfucking Peach Optimo. Split it down the middle, add some Cali Perp. These MCs like Dirtbag Dan, he's such a jerk when he work. They flirting, I'm fucking drinking, I'm spitting, I'm ripping. You fucking tripping that micro vape. These MCs might go hate when they see them battles on YouTube, but them dudes can't do it like these dudes do. Yeah, I look like Jesus, and every single time I rhyme it with the same word, and that's penis. Woo! Bitch.
Choreographed penises.
Yeah, shouts out. This is Dirtbag Dan
All
show.
over your face and shit.
Catch us April 2nd. We're going to have Cadillac Ron in this beat by Skylar G as always. Rory Campbell in this bitch. Technical director. Able abilities. Watching the Ustream tonight. Fucking inciting arguments. Yo, we'll catch you fucking next time around. God bless you. April 2nd, we'll be here. Cadillac Ron. Paid Drugs Tour. And fucking hit up the kids Kickstarter. God bless it. DirtbagDanShow.com. All the information's there. You can help us build a fucking amazing studio and make a better Dirtbag Dan show. A lot of you cats talking about picture in picture. And why can't we fucking show battles? You know how much fucking money that costs, dude? I'm already paying like fucking $100 a month just to be on the air, like not counting any of like the
Other
like
stuff that we
other
have,
shit that I
gear,
need to have, like
everything else we do.
like
That's
it's a
the
lot
next
of
step, though,
but like
bro.
monthly
That's the
fees.
next
It
step.
totally is, but
On
it's
top of
fucking.
trying to pay for everything else.
But if we had the money to do it, that's the
It
first
would
thing to
be,
do.
yeah.
And when the Kickstarter comes through, that's part of the fucking shit, man.
And
so
that's when the shit becomes Sports Center.
yeah, boy,
Straight
when
up.
we're talking about picture in picture
We're
and
gonna get
circling
slow
some
motion,
fucking
like,
choo.
editing your face shit.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Glass
Just like
table with
make
like
Oh,
you
bigger
say
fucking,
shit.
better
Making-
microphones, fucking a more handsome Dan. I'll get a
No.
haircut every fucking
No.
month. Oh, I just fucking.
I'm totally fine with
I just
being the
literally
most
lost
handsome
a
Dan
beard
on the
hair
show.
on this. Okay. It's the Caustic and
Am I
Skylar
lying?
show signing off. Dirtbag Dan show. Check us out, dirtbagdanshow.com. All the information on the tour, the Kickstarter, and everything else. God bless you. Have a good night. Zay, baby.
But since it's battle rap, he's a dickhead. Words. It's your boy Uno Lavos 215 Deep Thoughts. You watching the Dirtbag Dan show. He's an asshole. Fuck him. I mean, in real life, he's a good dude though. But since it's battle rap, he's a dickhead. Words.